Nigeria
are taken to the streets.
They've been inspired. They inspired them. The giants of Africa got inspired.
Yes.
So why do they call themselves the giants? Because they were supposed to be leading the way as the giants they claim to be. But now, the East, the pride of Africa came here to lead the way. So it was always destined that Kenya should always have that slogan, the pride of Africa.
Yes.
Yes, because the pride of Africa is out here leading the way, paving the way.
Exactly. Giants, the Gen Z of the giants.
The Gen Zs of the giants.
Yes.
The GGs, the double Gs.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? It's
Yes,
the double
that's
Gs.
true. That's true.
Gs of the giants.
Because they've sort of like gone the same way as in how they are pronouncing the protests through social media. How yes.
Yes, but no, it's not like they've sort of gone the same way. Social media is what we all have. Nobody can come out here and take credit of saying, we were the first to use social media. Why are you copying us?
To plan protests.
Or anything in life.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Social media is for everybody, even for businesses. Even CEOs are using social media. We the people, we the public, we only have social media for now. These public forum, if you want to create a proper movement to mobilize the masses, the public, you have to use social media.
Yes, that's the most reactive thing that is trending right now. It's immediate.
What do you mean it's the most reactive thing that's trending? Social media is trending?
Yes, it's trending because, it's so active. You get the message out in instants.
Social media is not trending. Social media is our reality. It's here every day. Something that trends is something that picks up momentum and perhaps disappears or slows down. Social media is on 24/7.
It's completely viral all the time.
Currently, as we're speaking, social media is on.
Yes.
Social media is not trending. Topics on social media is trend. Yes. Hashtags on social media trends. Please forgive her. I understand. We're just going with it. We're just flowing with it. Are they still protesting in Kenya? Are they still protesting? They're still making noise here and there, still making demands here and there, but it's not as before.
It's not as before, and I think that Ruto is also now taking a different stance, as in, I'm not granting anything anymore.
Ruto is breathing a little bit now.
Yeah.
Ruto is like saying, like I said before in the previous podcast, Zakayo. If you don't know who Zakayo is, you've been sleeping under a rock. This whole time, the president of Kenya's name, his real name that his mother gave him was William Ruto. But his character has given birth to another name that resonates with his doing.
Yes.
Zakayo, the tax collector from the Bible. Yes, who was out here just taxing people and collecting funds left, right, and center for his own gain, his own benefits, his own ambitions, for his own goals, to achieve whatever it is that he wanted to achieve by himself. And he was hated before. He was seen as a sinner.
Oh, yes.
In the words of the Bible, in the days of the Bible, in the story of the Bible, he was seen as, this is just a tax collector. He's not worthy.
Yes, it's true.
Yes, and God said, Hoo-hoo. I said God said, if the biblical people understand. Although in the Bible, the story is told about Jesus Christ himself, who said to him certain things. I'm out here saying God said. For the Christians, no. Yeah, but since this is not a religious podcast, we're going to put that aside for a second. But we do believe in Jesus Christ to be the Lord and Savior.
Amen.
We have to say it.
Yes, we do.
Yes, so Zakayo is the president of Kenya. That's who's leading this nation. And Zakayo is saying that he has changed. He has acknowledged his mistakes. He's out here to finally do good, to try his best to fulfill the promises that he actually made during his campaign, during his political career, ever since he was a child, ever since he was a young man, ever since Zakayo himself was a Gen Z. He had aspirations of becoming a leader of that particular country that hosts beautiful people. I'm a witness. I've met a lot of Kenyans in my life. So anyway, Zakayo is out here breathing again because Uganda and upcoming Nigerians are also doing their protest.
Yeah, he's breathing because the spotlight is off them. But I'm sure, like we said before, those phone calls that are coming to him from Museveni and Tinubu saying, why did you do this? Because there's a lot of comparisons because Zakayo, he did a lot of dialogue. He tried to do dialogue in the beginning, but Museveni and Tinubu, not yet. They don't want to do dialogue. They just want it not to be.
President William Ruto started talking to the public, to the Gen Zs, to the youth, to the protesters, to the citizens of Kenya, because shit hit the fan.
And very quickly.
Yes, he didn't think that it would turn out the way that it did. He didn't think that they would have the resilience and the relentlessness, the determination. He didn't think that there would be so much casualties. He didn't think that so many things would be exposed.
Yeah, that's also true, yes.
He was unprepared. He didn't learn from the end SARS protests that took place in Nigeria in 2020, in October, when the Nigerians had that particular protest in 2020 in October.
Really?
End SARS. Yes, that was a big one. That particular protest ended in bloodshed. That was the mother of all, huh? That was the biggest protest in Nigeria's modern day, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, so Nigeria knows.
So maybe that is why Tinubu is taking
Shit scared.
Yeah. I don't want to say it like that, but correct.
Our audience appreciate the fact that we speak in a lingo or a language that they understand. You have to remember that we are talking to the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
The Gen Zs have their own way of communicating, of understanding, of relating to people. They know that these puppets are out here all the time being politically correct about issues and policies and what they aim to implement. They don't listen to that shit. The Gen Zs like to listen to us because we speak in a language that they understand.
Yes.
We only recently, we used to be Gen Zs.
Yeah, of course.
We're still young. We're not as old as these puppets that are out here, 91 years old, like Paul Biya from Cameroon. We're not like them.
Not
we
yet.
still relate to the young folks. We still have friends. I still have friends that are younger than me. Yeah? In fact, I have friends also that are like 10 years, 15 years younger than me.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I have friends that are Generation X.
That are older than you.
That are older than me. Yes, so at least that's the thing about this modern day and age. You have to be able to still be able to relate to different age groups.
Yeah.
Some of these puppets out here, some of these African leaders out here are out here ignoring what the youth want to say, ignoring their issues, ignoring their voices. Hello?
Yeah.
They don't want their voices to rule. So we say to ourselves, we're going to create a podcast that makes sure that their voices rule.
Rules.
Yeah, rules. Rules, voices. So on the 1st of what?
On the 1st of August, Nigeria has put the word out, Nigerian Gen Z has put the word out to say that they are protesting. They are done with the bad governance of Nigeria.
They are done giving these puppets a chance.
Yes.
They've been patient for too long. These puppets don't listen. 2020 wasn't a big enough lesson. Although they made certain reforms and changes after that particular protest in 2020 and SARS, they never freaking implemented it. They think they can take us for fools. The Nigerians are pissed.
Nigerians are rightfully pissed because it is, even though they had, that bloodshed that happened in 2020, that we don't want that to happen again. But they forgot about it. The government of Nigeria forgot about that. And what did they do last year? They did the fuel increase. That is mostly what started the anger in everyone, because it went to a complete hike, a very, very big hike.
The fuel.
The fuel, yes.
Gas fuel.
Yes.
So the The Nigerian guys, especially the Nigerian people, are out here saying, "Yeah, listen, man, I want to drive my car
Yeah. Because,
with ease."
because people are saying, like, instead of you're going to work in your suit, but you want to save on the fuel costs, but you'll rather walk down a dirty street to get to work and come back.
In a suit.
Yeah, because they're going to work in a suit. So my suit is dirty and sweaty by the time I get to work.
Because I didn't have money to put in gas.
Exactly.
Because the gas is too high.
Yes.
Because Tinubu's government is out here making life hard for us. So I gotta walk down this freaking street. First of all, you have forsaken infrastructure left, right, and center. The freaking, especially that in that Lagos, it's so congested, it's unbelievable. When you land in Lagos, like I've been fortunate enough to land in Lagos a few times in my life, it's freaking dense. It's unbelievable. It's
dense, so compact.
It's packed, man. You have to use them also. It's like they keep this freaking system like this so that you can use them. And because we have connections, when we land in that Lagos, we make sure we call them.
Oof.
Hey, no, we call the authorities. We use them.
Lead the way.
Yeah, come clear this mess that you people are not taking care of. Please. I need to get to a meeting. I'm here in Lagos. Apparently you guys have opportunities here. I'm here to do a business and I might be late because there's too much traffic on the road. There's too many potholes on the road, man. Where are the leaders of this country?
They are out. They are enjoying the price, the money that's coming in from the fuel, from the increase.
Perhaps I should begin by saying that I love Nigerian people.
I love Nigerian food.
I love jollof rice.
Oh, jollof is my favorite.
I love kiza. You understand, huh?
Yes.
You have to speak in terms.
Yes.
You have to say the words so that they understand. I love that assorted meat. That assorted meat. Oforio. I love it. You understand what I'm saying? I love
Yes.
Nigerian cuisine.
I love the pepper stew.
I love how loud
Ooh.
Nigerian people speak. Yeah, the pepper soup, huh?
The pepper soup, yes.
It's very nice. I love that pepper soup. I love the fact that Nigerians like to use a lot of, that their food is hot.
Yes.
I love that.
It's because of Nigerian food that I actually started eating spicy food, to be completely honest.
I love the fact that Nigerians are out here with all boldness, grabbing onto this Afrobeat genre and they're taking over the globe with it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Nigerians are talented. I love the fact that there's a great spirit of entrepreneurship in Nigerians.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They're leading the way. I'm Congolese, but I'm humble enough to acknowledge and to say that this West Coast, these Nigerian people, the citizens, I'm talking about the citizens, don't get it mixed up. I'm not talking about these puppets. I disapprove of the governing of these puppets. You puppets are fooling around over there and you are making Nigerian people's lives hard.
Yes.
Yeah, you puppets, I don't like you puppets.
You puppets need to change your tune.
Yeah, I like the Nigerian people. I
Yes.
like the Kenyans, I like the Ugandans. Although some Ugandans, not Ugandans, I can give Ugandans a pass. I love Rwandese too.
Yeah, of course.
Although some Rwandese are out here thinking that I don't like them because I'm so hard on the puppet. I almost said president over there.
His
Excuse me.
Excellency.
What excellence? An excellent president would ensure that that particular war in East Democratic Republic of Congo that he's been involved with for decades would end.
Yes.
An excellent president would do his utmost best to listen to Angola and to meet with the president of Democratic Republic of Congo to sit down to create some sort of permanent ceasefire.
Yes.
An excellent president, an excellent Kagame. If Kagame was the type of president that the Rwandese themselves claim to say that he is, that particular excellent supposed individual will do his utmost best. He'll be out here doing his utmost best to make sure that that conflict ends.
Yes, to
Because
sit down and talk.
To sit down and talk, because after all, the DRC will forever be your neighboring country. It's right next door. Are you sleeping peacefully here while your neighbor is living in turmoil?
Yeah, man.
So he's not an excellent president. He's a puppet of note.
He's just taking money and just turning a blind eye to things.
You know, there are rumors that he's perhaps even a billionaire by now.
Yeah,
But
in
he
his
will hide
offshore
it.
accounts.
Yeah, in his offshore accounts. All of these puppets are freaking millionaires.
Yes.
They all have a lot of money. To understand at what degree or how rich these puppets are, you must go to the other end of the scale of how bad these infrastructures of these countries and the way of lives of these citizens, of these people are. As bad as they are, go to the complete opposite end of the scale. That's how rich they are.
Yeah, that's a nice way of thinking about it, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, because the roads are messed up, but on his side, everything is clear. You know, the bank is just, the digits are going up and up and up.
These puppets have the audacity to drive around on this broken infrastructure, escorted by the freaking army, by the freaking police.
Yes.
When these puppets get ready to leave that Ikoyi estate to head for the airport, they use the police to remove the traffic, to remove the peasants. Remove these peasants out of my way, I need to fly. I don't give a shoe if I was supposed to make sure to ensure that we have proper infrastructure in our country. I am a puppet of note. I'm in position. I want to live the rest of my life. It's about me right now. It's not about these peasants. Can you please move these peasants? I say, get out. Get out. Yeah, that's the contrast of what's existing in our lives. When it comes to the difference between the citizens, the Gen Zs, the youth, and the supposed leaders
Of the countries.
of Africa. Of Africa.
Yes.
Remember, our message is freaking global. We talk on every issue that concerns any country in Africa.
Yes.
We don't limit ourselves or restrict ourselves to that part of Africa where we were born. No.
We are not biased.
We are not biased.
Not at
We are
all.
not short-minded. We are not stupid. We know that some people sat in Berlin in 1884 to carve up this country
Into little pieces.
into freaking little pieces.
Yes.
And we are pissed off. we have decisively chosen to have this particular tone when it comes to these issues because we are unapologetic. We are pissed off, man. For a long time, we've just been so freaking patient with these puppets. That's why this freaking protest coming up on the 1st of August, the Nigerians are pissed. The government of Nigeria is so freaking scared. They are so scared. They are ridiculously scared. Tinubu's words himself, he says, you know what these puppets are actually doing? They're trying to confuse the whole freaking message here.
To what?
They are already trying to insinuate or to say that we don't want Nigeria to turn out to become like what Sudan is today. You understand? We want to have law and order. And they want to say that we have some intelligence to know that there will be some external forces that would not external like out of the country, but that there will be certain groups like criminality, some crimes will happen, some criminals are intending to capture this particular protest.
To take advantage.
Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, is already out here, together with these other departments, his other executive arms, like the army and the police. They're already coming out here, giving you reasons why they might act the way that they might act.
Yes.
You
But
understand?
they cannot say it directly.
They cannot.
No.
Because, I read somewhere, and I believe this is probably true, and our people here will try to correct us if I'm wrong.
Yes, please.
The army should only be reserved for matters that involve international affairs, man. Things that have to do with national security.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
When it's matters that have to do with some sort of civil,
Like metro type area.
when it's civil stuff, it's reserved for the police.
Yeah.
Only the police have to deal with this. When it's civil, it's a civil protest. It's between us. It's internal. You don't need to involve the highest arm, the army.
Yeah, exactly.
These puppets are already out here threatening the Nigerian people to say, hey, listen, we will use the army if we need to restore order. We don't want no freaking anarchy thing here.
Yeah, so they're really bullying people and scaring them.
Yeah, they're
Don't
already
come
using,
to the streets. No.
They're already using that tactic to want to scare them. They're using the Museveni tactic. You see the Museveni tactic?
Don't play with fire.
Yeah, they're already saying the police will be deployed, the army will be deployed, and Tinubu is already coming out here to say some criminals are trying to take advantage through these protests.
Yeah.
You understand? Whereas these protests are being organized to be done peacefully. Peacefully.
Yeah. Everywhere it is being said that they are doing it peacefully, but they are just taking things from Kenya where things got out of hand, and also that little bit of Uganda where things didn't get out of hand, but people were just walking on the streets, and they don't want that anywhere in Nigeria.
Nigeria, most specifically the head, Tinubu, is already out here saying, hey, we, they said something very interesting. They said, look at what's happening in Kenya. When the protests started, the Gen Zs came out and they made their voices heard. It was so freaking out of hand. It went completely haywire that President William Ruto, also known as Zakayo, came out here and started giving all these demands to the Gen Zs, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine, I will dissolve my cabinet. Okay, fine, I will cut expenses. Okay, fine, I'll even do the immoral, irresponsible thing of shutting down the First Lady's office, although we disagree with that. That was such a stupid move. Why did you dissolve the First Lady's office? Come on, man.
My goodness.
No. The Gen Zs never asked you to send her home.
No,
you could have just toned things down a little bit, cut certain things, and let the woman continue to still operate.
Yes, let her still do her work.
Yes, because that image is important for the nations, for the young women of Kenya. You understand?
Yes.
Of Africans.
Yeah.
You understand? You shouldn't have done that. But anyway, Tinubu, or rather the leadership in that Nigeria, they're already saying, so after those riots became crazy in Kenya, and President William Ruto started giving in on the demands, the Gen Zs still never stopped.
Yeah, because when
they were never satisfied.
Yeah, Ruto gave them something. He said, oh, okay, so you're giving. Okay, we'll ask for more. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, we get it. Okay, we'll ask for a bit more. So that is what they did.
So for you to say it this way, for you to deliver it this way, means you agree with Tinubu. You agree with Nigeria?
No, I don't agree with Nigeria. But
Nigeria is saying we're not going to even allow this type of riot, or, they want to say riot even before it begins. They already want to call it what it's not. It's not even began.
No.
It's peaceful protest. But they are already saying that we don't want a situation where these things can turn crazy, and even then, even if we give them these reforms, change policies left, right, and center, it will not satisfy them. They will still come out here and want more and more and more and more. That's the point. That's how they are arguing.
Yes.
So they are saying then we have to do everything already to be prepared to make sure that things don't go crazy. Because even if they do go crazy, there's nothing we can give these people for these people to accept.
Stop.
Or to stop.
Yes.
Because then they'll start saying, Tinubu must go.
But at least I think Nigeria should at least consider some of the reforms, some things that they are asking for. Because, if you listen to what the Nigerians are saying, they're saying it's unbearable, the hardships and the poverty and the prices of food and fuel. It's very hard to live.
Nigeria. The upcoming protests in Nigeria, organized by the youth and set to occur on August 1st, 2024, have deep-rooted causes tied to economic, social, and political discontent. The primary drivers include economic hardships, like you said.
Yeah.
Nigeria has been experiencing severe economic difficulties. Inflation rates have soared, making basic necessities unaffordable for many Nigerians. And there's a lot of them, huh?
There's a lot.
Aren't they like over 200 million or something like that? If these Gen Zs in Nigeria decide to really go for it, they can freaking turn that thing upside down, huh? These puppets have to know that.
Yeah, they do know that. That's why they're running scared. That's why they are pleading.
Some of these puppets are out here forgetting that the people have the power.
Yep.
When the people get mad, these puppets starts to spin like this. That's why I believe he actually he doubled wages for certain federal workers or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yes, he already doubled wages. He came in already wanting to, to butter them, to slow down the anger, to reduce the anger.
Oh.
He already did certain things to try to reduce the anger so that these protests don't go really crazy. You
It
understand?
didn't work. But he also only got into power very recently. Tinubu.
Yeah. He's serving his first term.
Yeah.
The unemployment rate remains high, particularly among the youth, creating widespread frustration and hopelessness. Yeah. The military-aged man is what you call the Gen Z.
Yes.
You understand, huh? This is why these puppets have it hard now. I think we have the attention of these puppets. So far, we've spoken to Puppet Ruto, to Puppet Museveni, and now it's time to speak to the Godfather. The Gen Zs came out here and said, look, we're not going to be going puppet after puppet in ranks. Let's just jump to the top.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Godfather of all puppets.
Yes,
You
yes.
understand? Once we deal there, all these other puppets will immediately, quickly start changing their freaking policies to suit the needs of African people.
They'll start falling in line.
Yes. I hope the puppet in Ghana is listening.
Hey.
I hope.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Because Ghanaians, they are also not happy, huh?
You know how many Ghanaians are in the comments section telling us, please do a whole full podcast on Nana, on our puppet, because he's the biggest puppet of them all. He's out here just selling our land left, right, and center, selling out everything. The Gen Zs are pissed. The military-aged man is pissed. And this is the most dangerous thing that a country can have.
Yes.
This is why, if you remember, this is why there's such a huge attack on that particular figure in Romania.
Oh, yeah.
You know that figure in Romania?
Yes.
The one who was arrested, he spent 4 months in prison and he got released, but he was still under house arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call him the top G.
The top G.
You know the top G?
Yes.
You know why there was such a big attack on the top G? There still is a huge attack on the top G. That UK is trying. Romania knows that with that particular case that they put on him, there's really not much over there. Look, man, for you to charge somebody, when you charge somebody, you must have sufficient evidence to prove, to be able to work in court.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
Yes.
now the people are just fishing for things.
They're just fishing for
And
things.
there's nothing that can stick.
This is why the Matrix is onto that guy.
Yeah.
Because he has the attention of military-aged men,
Yes.
of Gen Zs, globally.
Completely, huh?
Yeah.
He took attention. The
Yes.
most Googled man, huh?
Yeah, Andrew Tate
Wow.
has the attention of Gen Zs all around the world. Most of them, a lot of them. That's why they are onto him like that. Because Gen Zs, or rather the youth, have the ability to escape puppets like this. You understand, huh? You see what Gen Zs did to the puppet Ruto in Kenya?
Yes.
What Gen Zs scared Museveni? 38 years in power ain't got nothing to do on the
the
revolt
power of a Gen Z.
on the revolt of Gen Zs.
Yes.
When the Gen Zs get ready to get crazy, and they're so scared about this. Actually, to make another great observation, because I believe I can think. Sorry, I believe in myself.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Amen.
The organized so far, the organization of these particular protests coming up on the 1st of August
Yes.
in Nigeria is loud already, huh? Louder than Kenya was.
It's very loud. The anticipation of this is
Yes.
so amazing.
It's so big, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I suppose because we already know what happened now.
Yeah.
And when Kenya was organizing that, we didn't really know how it would turn out, so anticipation wasn't that big
Yeah.
until it actually started. But the anticipation of Nigeria's protest is big.
yeah, because Nigeria is like we said, Nigeria is a force. It's a giant.
Look, those guys, They don't play games, huh?
No.
And they have resources.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted. Even some Gen Zs, although majority of the population is experiencing hardships, Nigerians have a spirit of resilience.
Yeah.
They fight for what they want.
Yes,
That's why they're so
through
good.
it.
That's why they're so good in business, in entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Wherever you go in this world, you will meet a Nigerian, and they've been able to
adapt.
to maintain the perception that you should have of them. When I tell you I'm from Nigeria, you have to take a step back
Yes,
and take care. Take care. Don't come up here with that tendency. I am from Nigeria. You better be careful. You understand?
But they are very friendly.
They're very cool.
Very cool.
Like I said, me, I love that.
Yes.
Some of us are still true masculine folks out here.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? We don't entertain this crap that's coming out of the West. Where masculinity has gone down the freaking road. Do you think
Masculinity is very questionable there in the West.
Yes. Do you think those particular little masculine folks in the West can fight for their own rights like this?
Well, they do try.
What you
Yeah,
wanna
we
talk
all know
about?
they do try.
What, the George Floyd thing? Yeah, they do try. There's also some. You know, masculinity, some true masculine men still do exist. A true masculine man would not just be out here like unnecessary.
Yeah.
They pick and choose when it's
Timid.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
they just because that's what they say. I think somebody said it in that movie of Denzel Washington, American Gangsters. He said something about the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room.
That is so true.
Yes.
I believe
yes.
that is so true.
But look, this is a podcast. That's why I'm loud, huh? Don't get it twisted.
That was not it. No.
Yeah.
Not in that sense.
I have to come back to them. That way.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, please tell us, give us your thoughts, please. Oh, yes. Welcome to our podcast. Thank you for joining
yes,
us.
welcome.
Yes.
30 minutes in.
Yes.
Now we say welcome to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to give him a warm-up, a 30-minute intro. It's cool. But yes, like you said, number one, economic hardships, factors that has prompted these particular protests coming up. They're still forthcoming. Minimum wage issues. The national minimum wage has been a contentious issue, despite the government's recent increase to 30,000 naira, about $65 per month. This is widely seen as insufficient given the rising cost of living. Even if you raise our minimum wage by $65, it's nothing.
Yes.
It's not doing anything for me. What the freaking hell is $65? What is $55? You increase it by $55. But this freaking way of life here is too expensive. Gas is too expensive, man.
Yeah.
You haven't changed anything. We don't need you to just be raising minimum wage. We need you to make sure that you reduce some of these freaking high inflation, these costs, this way of,
Yeah. So the things that he's changing, it really doesn't make sense.
Doesn't help the
No.
people. This is widely seen as insufficient given the rising of living. Yeah. The last adjustment in the minimum wage occurred in 2019. In 2019, that was the last time Nigeria tried to increase a little bit of that minimum wage,
And
which still doesn't help. We still didn't help the Nigerian folks.
Yes.
In 2019, we're taking freaking 5 years ago. Yeah, while these puppets have been living their lives like the way they do.
Yeah. No, so the last one before, which one was now, what they did now? In what year?
The most recent one
The
that they
most
did,
recent.
or the last one that they did, was in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'll come back to certain ones that he made. He announced that he will make adjustment, but it's not in effect yet.
Oh, okay.
This is just to turn down the temperature. He wants to persuade them. He wants to convince them, to influence them to saying, look, Nigeria, I will increase your minimum wage. Calm down, okay? Don't let the 1st of August disrupt what I'm planning to do here.
This is just a bit of a teaser.
Yeah, he wants to tease them. And since then, inflation has eroded the real value of the wages. Fuel subsidy removal. You see, that part also. One of President Tinubu's major policy reforms was the removal of fuel subsidies. While intended to reduce government expenditure and curb corruption, this move has led to a sharp increase in fuel prices.
Yes.
You have the fuel prices
The fuel prices, yes.
currently
Ooh,
that these Nigerians are walking on the street in a suit for.
yes.
They decide to leave their cars at home.
Yes.
Let me walk.
Crazy. So the first initial announcement with immediate effect was on the 29th of May 2023 during Tinubu's inauguration speech. President Bola Tinubu announced the removal of the fuel subsidy. And then the immediate effect was so dramatic in the petrol prices. Prior to the announcement, petrol was sold at around 165 naira per liter. And then after the announcement, it approximately surged to 500 naira per liter.
Just 500 naira, not
Yes.
500,000.
No.
Okay. I have to make sure the African money.
Yes, yes. But yeah, that's the surge. And the public reaction to that announcement led to an immediate public outcry. Long queues were seen at petrol stations as people rushed. You know how they go before the prices increase.
Yeah, they go quickly.
Yeah, they go quickly before that takes effect.
I remember in Cape Town also there were days when they would say, oh, fuel is dropping. And then people would quickly go and fill up.
Yeah.
Or just like in this case, if they anticipate fuel prices to rise,
Yeah.
they quickly fill up.
Exactly. And now currently, the fuel prices have continued to rise, and as of July 2024, it is currently at 617 naira per liter.
So, Mr. Tinubu is not doing a good job. Because since that freaking 2023, it was at how much?
Before he became president,
On his inauguration day.
it was 165 naira per liter.
And then,
And then it went to 500 naira.
that was a big jump already there.
Very big jump.
And then as of July, as of this freaking month, it's at 600.
617.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yes.
And isn't this is an oil producing country?
Yeah, they have a lot of crude oil.
What are they doing?
The thing is, they have money, these puppets, but they don't want to use it for the good of the people. These puppets have a lot of money. I've attended certain parties when these puppets throw.
Yeah.
Yes, lavish.
Puppy's host.
You know, a Nigerian politician, he believes you have to see my watch first. Even these simple House of Representative people, yeah, I have to have a very, very expensive watch.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to see my watch.
I've seen the watches of people. They
Of
take
Nigerian
pride.
politicians.
Yes, they take pride in that.
I think I can safely say that Nigeria, the leadership or the governors, the politicians of Nigeria have the most expensive watches.
Yes.
Very, very expensive.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
So anyway, where are we? Yeah, so it increases. Further exacerbating the cost of living crisis for ordinary Nigerians. Yeah, the fuel prices. Yeah, it went up. Makes it very hard for the living for Nigerians. Yeah. Public discontent in governance. This is a pervasive sense of dissatisfaction with President Tinubu's administration. Criticism include perceived corruption, ineffective governance, and failure to address key issues such as security, healthcare, and education. So all the major important things are just suffering in that Nigeria. The people are unhappy. Actually, it's been a long time coming since the people have been saying, please, rules, voices, you have to talk about Nigeria. You have to talk about the corruption that exists there. In fact, some of them went as far as saying, there's nothing these politicians do. Every single politician there is corrupt to the core because it's impossible for any politician to exist or to even do well, to be recognized, to be acknowledged in Nigeria, unless he has a dirt
Under his fingernails.
Yeah, unless he has a little touch of dirt.
Corruption is just part of the resume.
It's part of the governing,
Yeah.
of the governance,
Oh.
of governing the country. Yes, youth unemployment and underemployment. Nigeria's youth face significant unemployment and underemployment. Yeah, many are highly educated but unable to find suitable employment, leading to frustration and a sense of being let down by the system.
Yeah, I heard something on the student loans about Nigeria. One of the requests that they have in these protests is that they don't want student loans anymore because people cannot pay back the loans because they're not being employed. So they would rather want grants. Grants is something that they don't want to the student doesn't have to pay back. And this will also help them during their studies to live and to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't have to worry about paying something back afterwards because the jobs are scarce in Nigeria.
The jobs are non-existent.
Yeah.
They're not even scarce. You can't find them because they don't exist.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Police brutality. So we are going through different facts that have caused people to organize these protests on the 1st of August. The first one was economic hardship. We've explained that. Minimum wages, fuel subsidies removal, public discontent and governance. Now this one, youth unemployment, whatever. Now the number 6 is police brutality and human rights issues.
Yo, Africa, why is it so much?
These freaking police out here in Africa, they're out here abusing their authority.
Yeah.
Every single protests from Kenya to Uganda and now even in Nigeria, this particular fact here where police brutality and human rights abuse is all over the place.
Yeah.
Especially this one. It keeps coming up in every freaking country in Africa. These puppets are not doing their jobs. These puppets are out here forcefully, how can I say this? I want to say this in a way that is acceptable to the ear because a lot of people are freaking sensitive out here. So they're basically out here just causing chaos for their own good. Police brutality and human rights abuse, even within governments.
Yes.
You know, especially in that Nigeria, they claim to have free speech, but they don't, because when some of these Gen Zs come out here, especially influencers and activists, speak their mind, try to hold these leaders accountable, these puppets are out here jailing them for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. You remember that story?
I remember that
There's
story.
a few brave Gen Zs in that Nigeria that are out here to speak, to voice themselves, to speak on behalf of the masses. And they are paying the price for doing so. Because there's some political figures in that Nigeria that are out here making sure that they hunt these people down. You will not tell our secrets. You talk too much. Shut up. Especially since they have this tradition of you must respect your elders, you mustn't talk back to your elders, you must bow down when you come into my house.
Yes.
Young man, how are you? Okay, you can stand up now. Okay, sit. You are okay?
Oh, I'm all for respect to elders, huh?
Okay. You are a Gen Z, you? Okay. Come here. Yeah, okay. That's the tradition. That's the freaking norm. So, you know, like face to face, that's how they treat like the young. Now, respect is fine. We don't mind respecting, but what must we respect in this particular case when you are accepting or perpetuating this freaking thing of police brutality and human rights abuse? Activists should be able to speak their minds. People should be able to voice themselves, raise consent. That should be free. We voted you in power, man.
Yeah, because not everyone is going to like you.
Not me, them. No, everybody will like me.
Yes, not everyone, and not everyone is going to like the puppet in power. There's definitely going to be an opposition.
These puppets are out here.
Accepted.
These puppets are out here misleading the public.
Yeah, they're putting some misconcepted thing about them out in public.
These puppets lie. They do everything they have to do at whatever cost to make sure that you vote for them. And if you don't vote for them, we'll rig this freaking election. What you talking? At the end of the day, look, can you believe that we live in a world where these puppets are out here doing things only for themselves? They don't do it for the people.
No.
You understand? And we say, yes, we know that corruption exists everywhere. We know that corruption exists everywhere. Yes. If you look at the statistics, these other huge countries, imperialistic countries and developed nations actually have way more corruption. We know. Corruption exists everywhere. But at least some of these other people, they have infrastructure.
They have free speech.
They have free speech.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not just about, they're not just out here willingly saying, we give you cheap food. Some of these puppets have the audacity to come out here and to even say, we give you cheap food. Keep quiet. Why you want to disturb us? We want to stay in power for life.
Goodness.
That Museveni.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's still the audacity. We give you cheap food.
That guy is such a dictator. There's no other way to put it. Some people are out here, and some naive Ugandans are also out here misquoting this person. They live in a false sense of reality. Some of them actually think that he's a proper leader, is a proper president, and this is who the Ugandans deserve. We deserve a Museveni in our life. Yes, this is our president. Leave our president alone. That's how they come out and say, these little young people who are younger, like I said before, they're younger than 38 years.
Yes.
How long Museveni has been in power. So they only know Museveni. These Rwandese that are in the comment section, they only know Kagame.
Yes.
There was a very interesting poll, should I call it a poll or a survey, but a discussion that came up where they were asking certain Rwandese, what world do you envision without Kagame?
Oh.
What would Rwanda be after Kagame?
It would not be good.
No, they don't have that vision. They don't have.
They say they don't want a world without Kagame.
Yes, they don't see another another Rwanda without Kagame. That's because Kagame is out here to make sure that, look, you don't have any other option.
Kagame has brainwashed them.
Yes.
To say, you guys cannot do this without me.
It's only me.
Yes.
It's only I, Kagame, can provide for you.
I feel like it's also, he's done some secret meeting that only is broadcast in Rwanda. Because that thing that I saw, him saying, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. But, people are still saying, the Rwandese are still saying, no, he's going to be there forever.
Let's just look at the facts before us. These puppets are in power for decades. That alone already should be what we should focus on.
Yes.
They are power hungry.
Of course.
That's the only thing. So they'll come out here and lie to us left, right, and center. They'll say things that you need to hear. This is what these little people need to hear in order for them to vote for me or to believe for me, to make me popular, to call me excellency.
Yeah.
I will tell these people, these fools, these pawns, whatever I need to tell them to persuade them. I will sell them the dream.
Yeah.
You understand? Whatever I need to do, I will do it. Look, Tinubu is too old for him to really be out here and still have a vision of liberation, for the liberation of Africans or of Nigerians.
Yeah.
You really think Tinubu still has the strength? Even his health is questionable here and there. They question his health.
Yeah.
You know that? So you think this is the one who's going to liberate these people?
No,
He's out here to just make sure that he lives the rest of his life with that glory. These puppets are out here addicted to the glory that they get. That's one of the main reasons why we are not united as Africans, because these puppets all out here want to be called Mr. President, His Excellency, all this left, right, and center. They love titles, these puppets. These African people, they love titles, huh? They are addicted to it. Just go to your local church. Go to your local church and hear the freaking politics that are happening in that local church. This is the treasury. This is Madame. This is the director of treasury, huh? This is what? Is the system working? I'm telling you.
And the thing about the churches, it is so true. That is the most dramatic place and power-hungry people in the churches.
Very power hungry. Position.
Position.
Director. You're the director of communications. Okay, you're the director of the Ashes.
Hey, oh.
My friend, you said Ashes. Why you wanna flatter me with the term director? Relax, you already say Ashes.
You're just pointing here, sit here.
Yes, what? I'm the director of all those waiters. Relax yourself. Those are waiters. What you saying? There's nothing wrong with being a waiter.
No.
We were all waiters
Of course.
before, you know? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But we're just talking about titles.
Yeah.
The way they're so freaking in love with these titles. That's why we gave them a title of puppets. Because they don't deserve that title of president, leader, excellency. You're excellent in what way? Your neighboring country is in turmoil over there and you're being accused of sponsoring M23 and you want to remain committed. You want to be addressed as His Excellency. What excellency? Excellency means everything works good all around the freaking board.
Yeah.
Even your neighbors love you. Even your neighbors come to visit you. We feel free in this Rwanda because the president out here is freaking excellent.
Yes.
You understand? Your neighboring country loves you first because you know how to live with people.
There will be good relations, man.
You are excellent because of what? Because of what? What? Nothing.
Because of a new stadium.
Do you know how many rumors there are about, allegations? Let's call them allegations.
Yes, we have to say allegations.
These are allegations because, but although they are true, some of them, a lot of them are true, but we have to still call them allegations.
Yes.
But that Kagame, that Rwanda, that puppet over there, he's just out here doing crazy, crazy, crazy things
Of course.
for his own good.
Yes.
And you know, these citizens, these Cameroonians, these Ugandans, especially in the north, let's go back to that Uganda Museveni. You Ugandans that are in the comment section saying, leave us alone, we are okay, we are fine. Leave our president alone. You are probably the ones that are in that Kampala. Do not compare Kampala to the north of Uganda. Majority of that north of Uganda live in horrible conditions, in poverty. You understand? It's only whenever you see some of these stupid little messages in the comment section from the Ugandans that say, leave us alone, we're okay. You must know you're talking to a Kampala person.
Yeah, I also feel that.
That small little Kampala. No, I made my research.
Oh.
Yes, I spoke to some people in the north. And some people actually tagged me in certain videos and certain whereabouts and certain things about the north of Uganda.
It's completely different.
They don't have a proper way of living over there. They're complaining. They don't have education. They don't have medical health care centers, schooling, every freaking thing. Clean water, look, that's deep Africa at its core. Atrocities happening there. The way of life of the people is down the drain. It's only these Kampala people that are out here saying, leave me, we are okay.
And Kampala is also not that great, huh? I'm sorry to say, but you know...
But they have a president that's been there for 38 years. How can you say it's not okay?
Oh my God.
Apparently he's done well.
No.
I think they think that he's the best president to have just because he attempted to build a refinery. Although there was no funds ever for that refinery because corruption is big. You know what, actually? I don't think Museveni should have been a president. You know why?
Why?
Because he's a cattle herder, right?
Yes.
So don't you think he'll be satisfied with breadcrumbs?
Yes.
That's why he says, we already give you cheap food. You understand? You need someone with a little bit of five-star mentality here.
Yes.
To say, hey, listen, we deserve the best of everything. You need people who think like the Emiratis also sometimes. You say, hey, look, hey, it needs to be, I don't want to see one piece of paper in the whole of Dubai on the floor. You need people who think like that.
No littering.
But when you have a president that comes from the herder or whatever,
of course the streets are going to be dusty.
he's going to say it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, dirt is good for you sometimes.
Yeah,
because it helps exercise your immune system. They'll give you freaking medical reasons. They'll say, look, even those leaves can cure you.
Please, rub the leaves on your
Did you
toe.
see Baba? Go to Baba. You'll use some traditional healing leaves. You don't need this fancy building with lifts to go to the third floor, to the billing department, to go to the treasury, to admin, to go see the manager. You must have a coffee shop in the same.
No.
You don't need all of that.
That's too fancy.
That's the waste of money. You just continue to. They lied to their people by saying all you need is organic food only. Just go and get it from the tree.
Please. My goodness.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's an element of Museveni that can never give the Ugandan people true decent way of living because he grew up a certain way.
Yeah.
As a cattle handler. You understand what I'm saying? He made it. He's going to say, what is wrong with me? I grew up like that. You people, you want too much. You want too much.
But Museveni, you are also traveling to all these nice countries. You must take a bit of things from there and say, okay, my country can also look like this.
When these puppets travel to other places, especially to Paris, France, Dubai, wherever they go,
Yes.
they stand up also and take pictures of that beautiful skyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say, please take me a picture here. They're not even shy about it. They take these pictures, these puppets.
No, man.
Yeah, it's true. They go to places like Dubai, and they see that whole freaking Dubai mall is free Wi-Fi. Free. They say free Wi-Fi. Even though South Africa doesn't have free Wi-Fi in that Century City or Waterfront. They said free Wi-Fi over there. It's completely free. Take it. These puppets are thinking, it's a lot of money, huh?
It's a lot of wastage.
Why are they wasting money like this?
People must pay for it. No. We cannot give free Wi-Fi like this.
Our people are used to this.
Yeah, they're okay to pay for it. They need it, so they will pay for it.
Let's read some stuff. You can read from the top.
Israel, how are you? Good evening, comrade. We have Chika Dibia.
Let me speak on. Hey, Israel, my man, what's up, brother? It was great talking to you again last time when you came from work. We were on live together on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, the other day.
Yeah,
yes.
the other day. Good to see you, brother. Good evening, my guy. Good evening. Chika Dibia.
Chika Dibia, Igbos should stay away from that protest. Who's Igbos?
What is the... Israel will definitely know what Chika Dibia means. Chika Dibia, what do you mean by Igbos?
Please clarify on that.
Yeah.
And then Israel says, update on Tinubu. That guy has Nigeria in his pocket. He built a refinery in Malta.
Yes.
Then drill crude oil from Nigeria, export to Malta, refine it there, and then import it back into Nigeria through Oyando Oil, which he is a co-owner. Really? Oh my gosh.
And sell it at a high price.
Yes. Goodness. And then we just discovered that. So no refinery works in Nigeria. That's why they are strangling Dangote.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Because any normal, decent human being, any responsible president, we said president, not puppet, a responsible president, a liberator, somebody who cares for their people, would see, for example, although Dangote has his fair share of hidden closets,
yes,
hidden skeletons.
Skeletons, yes.
Yes. Although he also has his ways. If this refinery will produce over 100,000 jobs, like they say, anybody would want to say, okay, let's try it.
Let's have it, yes.
Yes. But it's competition.
Why? Tinubu is fighting back. Why is he saying things like this?
Israel just told us.
Yes.
Yes, because of that Malta.
He's taking money out of his pocket.
That refinery, it will be the
Yes.
biggest. It will produce upwards of 650,000 PBD. No way. BPD, barrels per day, right?
Yes, barrels per day.
650,000 barrels per day. That is a lot, huh? Yeah, so he has Nigeria in his pocket. And he just wants more. At his age,
My goodness.
he wants more. He wants to ensure that future generations of his own family only,
Yeah.
his name.
He's improving his own generational wealth.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. At the expense of his citizens that voted him into office.
They don't give a crap about that. No, he rigged the election.
Oh, yeah. He bought this. Yes.
These people are out here rigging.
Yes, that is what they're angry about.
They never voted for him.
Yeah.
Even Israel, who I was having a conversation with, he told me that Peter Obi is the one who did well. He probably won that election. But they went to go and change that whole freaking thing.
Yeah. And they're not even shy about it. They hear the people are talking about it, but they're not even like, saying, no, we didn't do that.
So they don't need to entertain that part. There's an element or there's a part of these puppets that say, look, let them talk.
They cannot prove anything.
They're just talking. We cannot control everybody. Yes. Relation to protests in Kenya and Uganda. The protests in Nigeria are part of a broader wave of discontent seen across Africa. It's only just begun.
Yes.
You puppets better be aware that we've only just started. Yeah. William Ruto, Museveni, Tinubu is coming up. And then there's more.
Nana is coming.
Enough with these freaking puppets. Yeah, Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, enough with these freaking puppets. Wait, look. These puppets, I don't know from which point of authenticity or realness they want to hear the truth. But we have to continue to be loud on these puppets.
Yes, they need to change their ways. The puppets, they need to start working for the citizens.
But you remember when I said puppets don't have it in them to change.
Yeah.
Puppets simply just have to be removed. A puppet cannot have an epiphany. It's a puppet. Puppets are out here to do what they are instructed to do. Some of these puppets are instructed by their selfish greed, their conscience. The conscience is the puppeteer. The greediness is the puppeteer. So it's not this puppet. It's not whoever you are seeing in front of you is not your president.
No, because there's someone here in the ear.
Yes.
There's just someone just nagging, saying, no, say this, say that, do that.
There's something in their conscience, in them. Besides the fact that the West controls most of these freaking puppets. These puppets themselves also have this thing inside them that just want to eat. Total greed.
They just want to rub their bellies full.
Protests in Kenya have been driven by economic issues, electoral disputes. Electoral disputes, puppets.
There's no disputes.
No, electoral disputes.
What?
Electoral disputes. Elections rigging.
Yeah, there's no disputes. He's just saying no. There's no people fighting it. It's just, okay, this is the way it is. I won.
Yes, they're saying that. But the people know the truth. And corruption allegations against the government. The whole freaking African continent, every single country is out here just acting out of corruption. Uganda, corruption allegation government. These protests have often been met with a heavy-handed response from authorities, mirroring the dynamics seen in Nigeria.
Yes.
You understand, huh? Heavy-handed response from authorities. Police brutality.
Yeah.
Yes. And in the case of Kenya, abductions.
And in the case of Uganda, it's just complete force.
Yeah, you're playing with fire.
Yes.
Yeah, the puppets don't want to relinquish. They don't want to resign. Puppets can never resign. Don't ever expect a puppet to resign. The only time a puppet believes in the democratic system is when a puppet wants to defend themselves from leaving office. That's when the puppet will quote democracy. You understand that one?
That is when it will come to their favor.
Yes, that's when they use democracy. That's when they act democratic. That's when they quote it.
That's when when Ruto said, you have put me in this office.
Yes.
And I will stay in this office.
I will not be removed by some freaking hashtag.
Yes.
Yes. The moment you want to start saying Ruto must go, Museveni must go, Anita must go, Tinubu must go, I shall reach out to that democratic handbook and tell you the process of what can get me out of here. There's a democratic process, but there's no democratic process into coming in.
No.
According to puppets, they come in at whatever cost.
Yes.
But if he should leave that freaking throne or that seat or that position, that title, then the puppet says only through a democratic process. No rigging. You cannot cheat the system.
No.
And he will fight.
Of course, tooth and nail.
The other thing about puppets is that they never get tired. They are relentless.
They never get tired of being on the spotlight.
Yes, they never get tired of doing things.
Yes.
A puppet always have ulterior motives. A puppet is extremely ambitious. Yes. You don't get lazy puppets. These puppets aren't lazy. Just because you don't hear from your president doesn't mean that you're busy with other things. Yes, he's busy doing it for himself. He's at work for himself, for his family, for his own gain, for his own benefit, not for you. So when you think Felix Tshisekedi is lazy, no. He's making sure that, the public has gone quiet now.
I will just take a rest.
Let me just focus on my bank account.
Let me fly there quickly. Me and the wife, let's fly there quickly. Have some time.
Israel responded to what Chika...
Oh. Chika was talking about the protest in Nigeria.
Yeah, but we wanted to know what she meant by...
Igbos.
Igbos. What is Igbos? What did she say about Igbos?
Oh, that's what they said. The last end SARS protest in 2020, they said it was the Igbos and Peter Obi and included IBOB, saying they were the one pushing for the protest. Meanwhile, it is the power-drunk Northerners.
Northerners, yeah. Yes. Peter Obi. See, you mentioned Peter Obi?
Yes.
He was very big on social media during those...
During the SARS movement.
Yeah, and during the last elections that Tinubu won. Yes. Still in relation to protests in Kenya. In Uganda, protests have been fueled by political repression, economic hardship, and long-standing grievance against President Yoweri Museveni's authoritarian rule. Yes.
A dictator rule.
He's a dictator.
That's all it is.
Museveni is a dictator. Okay, Uganda? Okay, Ugandans? You that disagree, we know that you live in Kampala. Every other Ugandan that lives in the north agree that he's a dictator.
Yeah, because Ugandans, it's not normal for your president to be going on broadcast TV, national news, saying you're playing with fire. It's not normal.
Threatening you.
No.
With the first finger. And already deploying the freaking army.
No.
Yes.
You should not. That should not be accepted.
The youth in particular have been at the forefront of these movements, demanding greater freedoms and accountability. Yes, we know that part, yes. Authorities' response, the government and security forces statement. President Bola Tinubu has something to say about these upcoming protests on the 1st of August. This is what this particular president, or should I call him puppet? What do you people say? Please put it in the chat. Puppet or president? I know the both starts with a P, but I think he's a puppet.
I think he's a puppet.
Yeah, he's being a puppet. He's the godfather of all puppets. They laugh at Ruto. They laugh at Ruto.
Yes.
Just think about it. Museveni, 38 years. Ruto, 2 years. There's no comparison there. There's nothing to talk about here.
So you must just listen to me, Ruto.
I'm sure he says, Ruto, your shit is still happening over there. Look at how I dealt with them. Immediately, quiet.
It's true though.
Yes. That was a beating on Ugandans.
Yeah.
Quick. And just one finger. And then he went back. And then he even said, don't disturb us, man.
Yes. So don't disturb.
He just came out here to saying, we are busy working to build wealth. We give you cheap food. Some places in the world don't have. And you want to come out here to disturb us. You're playing with fire. Look, if I see anybody here, just put him in the trunk and go and put him there. We'll charge him later. We have to make an example so that this thing does not escalate. Yes. And Tinubu can see that, Museveni dealt with this very well. We need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So Nigeria also came out here and said, hey, boom, Tinubu's statement is here. The Nigerian army statement is here. And the Nigerian police statement is here. Let's read what they said. What did Tinubu say regarding these freaking protests coming up? President Tinubu has addressed the upcoming protest by acknowledging the frustrations of the youth, but has also emphasized the need for maintaining public order. In a recent speech, he stated, while we understand the grievances of our young people, we must ensure that our streets remain safe and our economy stable. Violence and disruption will not solve our problems. Economy remains stable.
How is it stable? I don't see stability.
That's what you call a political statement.
Yeah.
Yes. Whether it's wrong or right, we don't give a crap. Just release that statement. Yes.
They must know I said something smart.
What the hell does this, how the hell does this even make the Nigerian people feel like, okay, I'll stay at home?
No.
In no way, shape or form does this persuade any person to say to themselves, oh.
You made sense.
Yes, we don't have to, guys. The Nigerian army comes out and says, the Nigerian army has issued statements warning against any acts of violence during the protests. Major General Daoredi Lagbaja, the chief of army staff, has stated, we respect the right to peaceful protest, but will not tolerate any form of violence and disruption. Our duty is to protect the lives and properties of all Nigerians. This is another politically correct statement that sounds right. Everybody knows you shouldn't tolerate, but this is a civil matter. You army must relax.
You're not supposed to release a statement anyway.
You can't come out here in preventative measures.
No.
Yes, nothing wrong happened. Because we know that some of your police people or your army people, your soldier people, are the ones who stir up these crowds.
Yes.
Yes. They are the ones who already start to be provocative. Because as a protester, peaceful protest doesn't mean I cannot chant. I cannot jump.
Yeah.
What is peaceful protest? As long as I'm not harming anyone, I'm being peaceful.
Yes, I'm just walking
Yes.
and chanting and saying what I want to say. I'm not disturbing any property, nothing.
Yes, I don't think these puppets in Nigeria or in Kenya or in Uganda, and when I say these puppets, I don't mean the citizens or the civilian people. I mean the leaders.
Yeah.
I don't think they know what peaceful protest mean, the term protest itself. We're talking about protesting. We're not talking about a modeling show. You can't expect us to come out on the street and model with our hands in our pockets. It's a protest.
Yeah.
What will determine whether it's peaceful or not is if I engage in an action to harm other people or to disrupt or to vandalize or to destroy or to break things or to, burn tires or whatever. But at the end of the day, if I'm jumping around and I'm screaming, Tinubu must go, Tinubu must go, Ruto must go, it's a peaceful
That's
protest.
a peaceful protest.
It's a protest.
Yes.
You understand? These puppets think they can come out here with these statements to try to accept poverty. They want us to accept poverty.
No.
You understand? They want us to accept their lifestyle. These puppets are out here threatening us left, right, and center, especially in the case of Nigeria with this upcoming protest, to try to intimidate us, to try to threaten us so that they can continue to live the lavish lifestyle that they live. Like I said before, every single freaking Nigerian politician has a very freaking expensive watch. From now on, we want to see every single Nigerian politician with an Apple Watch. Every single puppet in Africa needs to only be wearing an Apple Watch. No freaking Rolexes, no Hublots, no APs, none of that shit.
Yes.
Because you people are out here flaunting it in our faces. Puppets only wear Apple Watches.
You know what puppet does wear an Apple Watch?
What?
Kagami.
Does he wear an Apple Watch? Okay, this is the only thing Kagame has ever done right.
Yes.
Is to make sure that he wears an Apple Watch. So Kagame wears an Apple Watch.
Yes, I saw it in the campaign.
Okay, well done to you, Kagame. Now tell the rest of your fellows in your club to follow that trend.
Yes.
We don't want to see no freaking diamond watches here. These puppets are out here with diamond watches. No. It doesn't sit well with us because our fuel prices have risen to the freaking sky and the way of life is extremely difficult. The economy is unstable and you freaking puppets are out here with diamond watches. Not even the West wears diamond watches.
No.
Only these African puppets whose infrastructure is messed up.
They're the ones with the most expensive things.
Yes.
And their first ladies are with expensive bags.
Yes, no freaking Louis Vuitton for any first lady in that Africa. No.
First ladies, you're not supposed to be wearing Christian Louboutins.
Yes, Anita, no freaking Louis Vuitton bag, no Gucci, no Valentino, no Fendi, nothing. You people must relax. We don't want to see any brands and any puppet, even on vacation.
Yes. Especially.
Anyway, we have to speak this way because this is what they need to do in order for brands is for the people. Only people can wear brands. Only the civilians, only the Gen Zs are allowed to wear brands. Not you puppets. What the hell is going on here? It's crazy, huh?
Yes.
Businessmen can wear diamond watches and all that kind of thing. Not puppets. You guys have it confused.
You still have a lot of work to do.
Yo, you have countries to build.
Yes, you need to know when the messages are coming in. You must have the Apple Watch.
And some of you, since you like to stay in power for freaking decades, you need to know how your health is doing.
Yes.
So wear that freaking Apple Watch.
All of those steps.
These puppets are out here doing things the wrong way.
Yes.
Some of them have health issues, but they still stick it to these freaking diamond watches.
Yes, man.
You need an Apple Watch.
You need something that counts your heartbeats.
Yes. Okay, the Nigerian police also issued a statement.
Oof.
The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has similarly warned against violence and issued that measures are in place to maintain order. He has also promised to respect the right of peaceful assembly, stating, "We will ensure that the protests are conducted peacefully, but any attempt to incite violence will be met with the full force of the law."
Oh, the full force, huh?
Yeah. They are out here threatening. They are out here.
They're really taking the Museveni stance.
Yes.
Complete threaten
They
to
say
the
we.
citizens.
Yeah, it says we don't want to have to cure. We don't want to have to fix. We don't want to deal with vandalism. We just have to threaten them.
Yeah.
Hey, we voted for you. Listen to these puppets. You can't talk to the power this way.
Yeah.
This is the power. Some of these puppets don't have respect. Some of these puppets are out here shouting at the power. We the people are the power, by the way. You can't come out here and threaten us and warn us and assume that we don't know what we're doing.
No.
If you puppets knew what you were doing, we wouldn't need to freaking protest in the first place. So on the 1st of August, I'm with all my Nigerian people. Like I say, I don't have an issue with Kenyans, Ugandans, or Rwandese, or Nigerians.
No.
I only have issues with puppets that have been here for decades that are out here stealing money.
Yes.
Yes. Minimum wage increase.
Yeah.
Yes. Am I at the right page here? Yes, I believe I am.
Yeah, you're finishing and putting it there, yeah.
These are government measures. Government measures. The government took some measures, huh? Fuel subsidy removal. Okay. The removal of, this one was the one, I think I've mentioned this before. However, this led to, sharp increase. Fuel The removal of fuel subsidies was aimed at reducing government expenditures and curbing corruption. However, this has led to sharp increase in fuel prices, affecting transportation costs and the prices of goods and services. Okay, fine. Government minimum wage. In an attempt to alleviate some of the economic pressures, the government increased the national minimum wage to 30,000 in 2019. Yes. President Tinubu's government. You know, he's made already some... since taking office, this is Tinubu, major policy reforms.
Okay.
Because I wanted to say, what has this Tinubu done? Because these puppets are very quick to sit on certain podiums and talk about their accolades.
And say, yes, I've done this, I've changed that.
When they've done nothing. So I want to know, what did you do? But first, let me read Birima. Hello, guys. What's up, Birima? How you doing?
Hey, Birima.
Yeah, she's
Welcome.
been here before. Yeah, I remember her.
Israel.
Wait, there was more that Israel said. Let me just go back up here.
After the drunk northerners.
Yes. They always want to be in the highest level in government. That's why they are looking for the protests. Yes. I think you should have listened to Mazi Namdi Kanu. You will understand. They have him in custody in Nigeria for 3 years now, even after winning the government in court by discharge and acquitted. So somebody was acquitted who was talking truth, facts about freaking governance, and they've used the law against him. And they've just imprisoned him illegally.
Still?
Yes.
Yo, guys.
For 3 years. But the Nigerian government refused his release, disobeying court order. So even the court have said, discharge him, he's acquitted, but the authorities are still like, what?
Who are the police to do that? Listen to the judges, listen to the court systems. They are there.
Puppets always work with like WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Don't send. They will not file it.
Forget about that.
Just put, you didn't see it. You didn't see that order.
The paper is lost.
Yes. Just leave that boy there. That boy, you know the lesson now. You don't listen that boy. I'll teach him a lesson.
No. No, that's not the right way. Come on.
Even the fact that some of these puppets are releasing statements like this doesn't make sense. Because this is not how I know some Nigerians. Nigerians like to teach people a lesson when the people F up. Yes. Even Gen Zs. I'll teach him. I'll show him now. They will teach you. You don't. Are they vex? Are they vex? Are they vex?
Are they what?
Vex. I'll vex now. Hey, yeah, you want to make me vex?
What is vex?
Like you want me to like...
Angry.
Yeah, you want me to get angry, to act out now, huh? I'll act now. You want to see action? Yeah. Nigerians have it in their blood to vex.
Yes.
You know, if you play games, I'll vex for you. So even these leaders who are out here trying to act as if they believe these statements that they are releasing is false. It's not true. Even politicians, even these puppets vex. Yeah, that's how they vexed against this particular guy here. And then they say, just keep him in that prison. We don't care if a court said we must release him. We will not release him. Keep him in there. Yeah. There's no law there.
And the court is not even doing anything either because they're also being told, keep quiet.
You know that system of African system, you have to be very careful, huh? You have to be very careful because they take bribes.
Yeah.
The fact that they take bribes, you have to be very careful, even especially in civil cases, because the other party can go behind and please people. You're sitting here in front, in the courtroom, in the forefront, believing in the law. Hey, they've made the judge eat already.
They don't care.
The judge is already eating. You can't sit here and just depend on the law, bro. You have to make action.
You have to go behind there.
Yes, that shit exists left, right, and center.
Yes.
Huh? Why do you think lawyers are so freaking expensive? Lawyers.
Yeah.
And judges know that you gotta pay your law fees. You gotta pay lawyers.
Yes.
And these lawyers will postpone and postpone. Legal fees. Why do you think legal fees are always so high? So you think these judges who sit up there and they know that these lawyers are making money. Every single time I will postpone this case, you lawyers are making more money. Every single time I say we'll revisit this in 3 months, you lawyer are still making money.
Yes.
You still have to create more sessions with your clients, and I don't know if he pays you per hour. I don't know how many thousands of nairas. So I know you're making money. They know that I'm doing this, and these ones will benefit here.
Yeah.
So
something must come.
So I must also eat some way. Are these people listening carefully? This one has money. If I just threaten him a little bit in court, or if I don't smile with him today, you'll know that perhaps he needs to make a visit somewhere.
Yeah.
That's how it operates in most of these freaking African countries. I'm telling you. Yes. It's not law and order. Law and order what? They're out here doing what they want to do. Yes. Okay. So, since that President Tinubu, he made some major policy reforms. So, since taking office in May of 2023, President Tinubu has implemented several policy reforms. This particular puppet has only been in power for a year and what? And 2 months?
Yeah.
May 2023. in the first freaking year of your presidency, Mr. Tinubu, you have an upcoming protest.
Jeez.
Yeah. And your peers are telling you it was bad in Kenya. They also tried in Uganda. The Gen Zs are out here. This 2024, it's only befitting. And it's great that we have a lot of these freaking protests across the motherland, because in this particular year, 2024, there are 19 elections.
Yes.
There are 19 elections in this 2024 in Africa. It makes sense that the Gen Zs are awake.
Yes.
So that all these puppets that are coming in
They
should
must know
that they are not here to freaking play dress.
They're not going into power to sleep.
They're not here to just fly all over the place.
Yes.
They're not just here to freaking wear diamond watches. They're not here to just sit somewhere and freaking continue corruption. They must know that just the same way we have 19 freaking elections this year,
Yes.
because this could be a new freaking movement where 19 puppets could move in and extend the reign of puppeteering around here,
Yes.
of complete corruption. So it's only befitting that they are all freaking seeing this. Even the ones that are still freaking campaigning, and hoping to win elections that are coming up in their respectful countries, they must know that whatever freaking promises that they're making now,
They must stick to it.
they must do their utmost best to stick to it.
Yes.
You can't be out here thinking it's going to be just a freaking walk in the park. No. We are on to you puppets.
Yes. Make some positive change.
Puppets.
Yes. Make some positive changes for your citizens. The Gen Z are taking note.
Yes.
Yes.
And we, the Gen Zs, are the new freaking police now. Across Africa. If any of you puppets in any country you're in, they freaking mess around with the economy or risk it the way you like to risk it,
Yeah.
we're gonna come out. We'll mobilize. We're not playing games here.
Yes. The puppets are going to be held. Puppets are going to be held accountable for what they are saying during their campaign.
For far too long, we the people who have the power have been sitting by, watch you puppets fly in and out. Watch you puppets get dressed in three-piece suits.
Yeah.
Stand up on podiums and make empty promises. Nah. This 2024, there's 19 puppets moving in. It's only befitting that the Gen Zs are out here policing every single one of them. It's only befitting that the Gen Zs are out here policing every single one of them.
Yes.
Reminding them is that it's us, the people, who have the power. Yes, man. It's true.
Yeah.
Unapologetically, we're speaking loud. I wish they can hear all this.
Guys, make it go. Let them see this, please.
Yes, because, where's the freaking Olympic Games right now? In Paris.
Yeah.
When are we ever going to host an Olympic game? When, puppet? What are you doing? With this kind of freaking infrastructure, there's no way we'll ever hold or host Olympic Games with this kind of freaking infrastructure. I think the first Olympic Games, imagine if they happen in Burkina Faso one day.
Whoa.
One day.
Whoa.
Never despise the days of small beginnings.
Never.
Even that.
Anything is possible.
Yes, but we need puppets out. We only need leaders here.
Yes.
Yes. So far, we only have one leader in Africa. We have three. Sorry.
Burkina Faso
Mali
and Niger.
and Niger. There are leaders there.
Yes.
There's leaders there. The rest are puppets, man. Yes. The rest. You're not gonna see a protest in Burkina. The only types of protests that you see in Burkina Faso is the one that says, "Hey, we don't want our leader to go anyway. Leave him."
Yes.
Honorable types of protests.
You must stay there.
Yes.
Yes. Don't
Yes.
talk about him too much. No.
They
No.
Came, the Burkina Faso people came out here and said, "Hey, we are going to protest and make sure that the transition period of Ibrahim Traore gets extended."
Yes,
This
man.
is why we're protesting. We're not protesting out of our poverty. We're not protesting for economic shit and all that kind of thing. No, we are protesting that his particular transition period be extended. We are already making it known here that we want him to stay.
We like him.
Yeah, we like the path that he's taking. We like his decision making. We like the fact that he's out here saying, IMF, Hamba. Yes, that's the type of leadership that we want. We want a leader that is willing to do anything he can do to make sure that we are self-reliant.
Yes, amen.
And we don't uphold the traditions of those fake independence that most African countries got in 1960. Because all of them came with colonial pacts agreements. You see this one?
Yes.
Before we go back to that Tinubu real quick, let me just read only the paragraph, just the paragraph. We're not talking about colonial pacts right now. We're talking about Nigeria. But let me just read you this one. In the wake of World War II, the winds of change began sweeping across Africa, leading to the decolonization of many countries. France, which had a substantial colonial empire in Africa, initiated a series of agreements with its colonies, ensuring that even after independence, these countries would maintain close ties with France. These agreements cover a wide range of areas, including economic control, military cooperation, and cultural influence. Yes. Purpose of agreements. The primary purpose of these agreements was to secure France's strategic interests in Africa. They ensured the continued flow of resources to France, maintained political influence, and established military cooperation agreements to protect France's interests and support friendly regimes. These was done in a way to make sure that France still freaking controls those Francophone nations.
Yes, yes.
The CFA and all these other different types of elements. They call them key elements of the colonial pact agreements. This is not this podcast. We'll go into this. There's a lot, huh?
Colonial pacts, that will be interesting, huh?
Yes, those are the stuff that Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger said, hey, we're not going to follow this anymore.
Reject.
Yeah, we're gonna form a confederation between the three of us, and we're gonna fight anyone who wants to come and freaking fight us. But we are sick and tired of being controlled.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't wanna have protests in this particular confederation, such as the one that are happening in Kenya, Uganda, and upcoming Nigeria. No, we will do things for the people. We don't want to be called puppets. Before we go back to that Tinubu real quick, we want to be called leaders.
Leaders, heroes.
Leaders of our heroes.
Yes.
Liberators. Leaders of our people. Yes. Not that term that is now associated with every leader in Africa. Economic policies, changes that Tinubu made since that May of 2023.
Yeah.
Right? Tinubu's administration has focused on economic reforms aimed at attracting foreign investment and reducing government expenditure. Really? So you want to implement policies that will encourage foreign investment to come in and cut down on government expenditures. Really? But you're still wearing freaking diamond watches. Where are you getting the money from? Where are these newbies in the House of Representatives getting the money to be buying all these new S-classes and these big-ass cars?
It's from the foreign investment.
I wouldn't be surprised if these puppets come out here driving freaking Cyber trucks now.
Oh, my God.
They'll be out here rocking Cyber trucks. They don't mind.
Imagine Tinubu in a Cyber truck.
He will do it. An African puppet will do it, and he will give excuses left, right, and center. It was a gift.
Museveni and that had.
Yes. He will put up in a Cyber truck. These puppets are out here stealing money. These puppets are out here not giving a crap what we think.
Oh, Lord.
They'll pull up in a Cyber truck here, and then they will say, it was my friend that chartered that plane.
It was a gift from a friend.
Yes. Look, puppets, even if your business friends give you gifts, lavish gifts, don't flaunt it in our faces.
Yeah.
Piece of advice. These will come out here and think that you are using state funds for that opulence lifestyle. Even if your best friend from high school gave you a freaking diamond watch, don't say it's a code of conduct that as a leader of a country, I'm only allowed to wear Apple Watch.
Yes, it's in the handbook.
Series 3.
Oh, shame.
Only Series 3. Only the smallest, not the big one, not the one we have here, not the big ones.
Oh.
And yeah, don't wear watches like these.
Yes.
Only us activists can wear watches like these. Not puppets. No. Ding ding. Yes. Security measures. The government has intensified efforts to combat insecurity, particularly the threat posed by Boko Haram and other militant groups. This includes increased military operations and international cooperation. Yeah, okay, Tinubu, really? They're still very much active, those Boko Harams.
Yes.
They're still around.
They're still around there.
They are there somewhere. Social policies. Tinubu has also introduced several social policies aimed at improving healthcare, education, and social welfare. However, critics argue that these measures have not been effectively implemented and have failed to address the root causes of social and economic issues. It's good to talk, puppets, but you're not putting anything into action. You're not implementing anything that you are saying that you have done.
Yes.
You're lying to us. These puppets are out here lying to us.
Yes.
They release these statements to say, I've done this, I've done that, policy reforms left, right, and center. This will help this, will create jobs. But, well, then your implementation department is doing a crap job.
There's no implementation department.
So they're just lying, huh?
They are just lying. They're not what's the word?
They're not taking an initiative to make sure that these policies
are put in place. They don't care. It just comes out of their mouth and it's forgotten about.
Implementing something, executing an idea, or even a thought, or even a dream is what will set the freaking dream apart. You can sit here and hope to become Michael Jordan, but if you don't execute, implement measures to get you there, you're just talking crap, puppet.
Yes, you're just blowing smoke.
You're just releasing statements.
Yeah.
But you know what is so funny? These puppets will take meeting after meeting after meeting to create a policy that's good for the people. They'll fucking you see, they made me sway now.
It just slipped out.
Yes, they'll freaking take their time to address certain issues. But when it comes to protecting their positions, these decisions are made quick. Resources are dispatched quick.
Of course.
Very quickly.
If it's not an urgent thing.
Very quickly, the army is already out there. Very quickly it was signed. The process went through, so-and-so picked it up, signed immediately, bam, army's out. The gas fuel is there, everything. The tanks are out, everything, dispatched, everything, quick.
Yeah.
You see how quick they are when it comes to protecting themselves.
Yes.
But when it comes to implementing these policies that should work for the people,
slow.
In 3 months. In 3 months.
Not even 3 months.
A review.
Yes, a review will happen.
Yeah, they need to review this. Yes.
Needs to be updated.
You know, so what some of these puppets have also been saying in Nigeria is that some of these protests, these protests coming up, let's talk about these protests coming up.
Yes.
It's not just the Gen Zs deciding to do this.
Then who else?
They are accusing also the opposition.
Oh, yes.
But you must know also, to a certain extent, these oppositions like this.
They like the fact that, they are pushing back on their opposition, yes.
They like the fact that, yes, that the Gen Zs are out here, that the people are out here, that the Nigerian people are out here, or the Kenyan people are out here, or the Ugandan people are out here saying this particular government that's currently in power now is not doing anything for us. So the opposition will come out and say, I told you.
Yeah.
These people, they are liars. You should have voted for us. I told you it was rigged. You didn't believe me. We are the People's Party. You understand? We are the ones who will finally deliver everything that you are asking for.
Yes.
Yes, you have to fight for your rights. Peaceful protests are allowed in this country. So even the opposition will come out here and say, no, the people have the right to protest. Coming out here, statements like this is just accusing.
Yeah.
These puppets will play this role for now until these puppets are also in power later. And then they'll also come and release freaking warning statements like this. These puppets been doing this for decades in Africa. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a reoccurring cycle.
Yeah.
Yes.
We, the people, have to be way smarter than this. What we, the Gen Zs, have to learn about puppets that we vote for is to always hold them accountable. To never go to sleep on any of these puppets.
Yeah.
Because the moment you turn a blind eye, the moment you look the other way, when it comes to the puppets that are governing your country, that are running your country, that's when the puppets mess the whole freaking system up.
Yeah.
What's happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo is so sad because the Gen Zs of the Democratic Republic of Congo are sleeping.
Completely.
Hello. We are here now. We are back home. My people in Congo are sleeping. Is it possible that some people in Congo, some Gen Zs in Congo, will see this also as a train that they need to hop on?
That they are getting a wake-up call.
Is it possible for them to understand that they also have an opportunity here to speak their mind, to address the issues that have been affecting them?
I hope that they do.
Oh,
We can only but hope that there's an
Congolese.
epiphany that will come into their heads and say, guys, we're also not happy. Why are we not doing anything?
Look at Kenya, look at Uganda, look at Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are getting some action.
They are voicing themselves.
Yes.
They want to rule. They want their voices to rule.
Yes, we must also say that this conflict has to end.
If
Enough.
anything, you Congolese have more to fight for than Kenyans, than Ugandans, than Nigerians, than possibly every freaking country here in Africa. If anything, you Congolese should have been first, should have been protesting for the last 3 freaking decades. Because that conflict, that genocide that's happening in East Democratic Republic of Congo is enough fuel you needed.
Yeah.
For you to mobilize and to come out here and hold your leaders accountable. I'm talking to my own Congolese people. You Rwandese, you Ugandans, some of you Kenyans, not everybody, some of you come out here and say, leave us alone, we are okay. Why are you always talking about us? Talk about your own president. I hope you can hear me now.
Yeah.
I'm putting them on blast too. The people of the Democratic Republic of Congo are sleeping. Yo, they're so freaking satisfied with the genocide.
Completely.
Look at Palestine fighting. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, it will not come to you. That peace you want will not just show up. That stable economy will not just show up. That healthcare, that education, those infrastructures that you long for, that way of life, that dream will not just come. They won't give it to you for free. These puppets don't give things for free.
Yeah.
The only way your way of life will change is if you fight for it, if you make it known. The only reason why William Ruto, aka Zakayo, came out here and removed his cabinet and he's making certain reforms is to please the Gen Z, because the Gen Zs, because the Kenyans came out here and fought for it.
Yes.
Yes, even Museveni, although Museveni didn't do nothing for the Ugandans, at least he knows, don't mess. We can revolt at any time. I bet you, I guarantee you, in the heart of that dictator some way, he's thinking, I have to make some changes here. I have to make some changes here. Now that we got Nigerians, the giants out here also full force, getting ready, I bet you anticipate these freaking protests. So you Congo, wake up.
Wake up, Congo. Come on. You have to also get to the streets and protest for your rights.
Yes, you have to. You seem to be at peace with the tension in that Goma, in that North Kivu. You Congo, you are okay with the fact that the whole freaking world is out here freaking stealing your wealth?
Yeah.
Why? Why are you sleeping like this? Why are you just accepting the fact that these puppets should be out here with diamond watches?
No, come on.
Like we said before, we don't want to see any freaking puppet with any diamond watch. Only Apple watches for you puppets. I bet you from now on, every single press conference that you puppets get hold of, that you are delivering a statement, we will look at your freaking wrist first.
Yes.
If you have a freaking diamond watch over there, we're tuning off. We're blasting you straight away.
Hey, why are you wearing a diamond watch?
Even if you come out here and you give us good news, we will still say, yes, thank you for the good news. We don't even have to say thank you. It's your job. This is what you're supposed to do. But remove that watch next time.
Go back to your Apple Watch.
You
Put
need
it
to
on.
be only wearing Apple watches.
Yes.
Yes. So Congo, Yeah. Peaceful protesting. We are not out here asking people to come out here to just cause riot.
Yeah.
We are not up for violence.
Yeah.
There's a reason why peaceful protest is allowed. That's because it's the right of the people. We, the people, have the power.
Yes.
That's how we speak. We speak collectively. Yeah, through protest. How else are we supposed to speak? How else are we supposed to speak?
How else are we going to get our voices heard, our opinions heard?
Because even those South Africans, they talk too much. Why are you talking about our issue? Go and talk about Congo. Hey, like I've told you people before, we speak on every single matter that involves Africa. We are not like you, who are married to this idea, to what you've been taught, that these borders are real. These borders aren't real. I don't see a difference between me and a Rwandese, or even a freaking Moroccan, or even an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yes, or Ethiopian, Malawian, Ghanaian, Senegalian,
Burundi.
huh?
Burundi.
Burundian, Ugandan,
Cote d'Ivoire.
Zimbabwe,
Benin.
a Zambian,
Tanzania.
a Senegalese, a guy
Mozambique.
from Togo. No,
Oh.
you know those guys from Togo?
Yes.
A Sierra Leonean.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Seychelles.
A Libyan,
What else is there?
a Nigerian,
Egyptian.
a Tunisian, a guy from Djibouti,
Algerian.
Algerian, yes, Tunisia?
Jordan?
Yeah. No.
No,
You're going global with that, huh?
Woo.
Namibian,
Yes. Eswatini.
Lesotho. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Who else? Gabon.
Gabo, Chad?
Yes, Chad. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't see a difference, obviously. We've named them all, I believe.
Some, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've named them all. Who else did we not
We didn't
name?
say Burkina Faso.
Oh, the giants.
No, we didn't say
Those
that.
are the giants of Africa, by the way. Those are the giants.
Yeah.
Yes. So, there's no difference there. Where was I? Sure, that was the spirit. I was on the Congolese people.
Yes.
Yes. They need to wake up. Okay. Where am I going to take this one? Okay, so we were talking about the opposition parties
Yes, exactly.
in Nigeria.
Yes, and how they are also they are going to take the same stance when they are in power,
How they're going to take the same stance
as in warning the people.
as in warning the people, because a lot of these politicians all do the same thing.
Yeah.
They respond in ways to favor themselves.
Because they want to stay in power.
Yes, but I wanted to particularly talk about the views of the of the opposition people in relation to these upcoming protests.
Okay.
Opposition parties, views and roles. The main opposition parties, including the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the Labour Party, have been vocal critics of Tinubu's administration. Huh?
Okay.
People's Democratic Party has criticized Tinubu's economic policies, particularly the removal of fuel subsidies and the handling of inflation. That's the reason why those fuel went up like that.
Yes.
From what? From 160
From 165 to
500 and something.
and then to 617.
Yes, and to 600. Yes, so the opposition have criticized that. They argue that these policies have disproportionately affected the poor and have called for more comprehensive social safety nets. And the Labour Party has focused on issues of social justice and workers' rights. They have been actively involved in mobilizing support for the upcoming protests, highlighting the government's failure to address the needs of ordinary Nigerians. The Labour Party has been saying, yes, Gen Zs, they're effing around over there. You have to do your thing. Yeah. They also want to use it to their own advantage. They say the Labour Party is the one who must win the next election. The only way we will win the next election is if these protests really make some effects.
Yes, they actually see that, hey, you guys are doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Let me read. Okay, it's there.
The comments, updated comments.
Yeah, there's also Manzi Ndamdi Kunu was kidnapped in Kenya, and it was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria, breaking all United Nations rules. Yeah, they don't follow rules.
Yeah, of course.
They kidnapped him in Kenya, and then they did that. They brought him to Nigeria. Wow. Even the United Nations, which Nigeria is a signatory to, directed the Nigerian government to release him. They refuse.
Oi.
They don't follow law, man.
Of course not, man.
He is a British... Huh?
They only follow Tinubu law.
Yeah, they only follow Tinubu law.
Yeah.
Or puppet law.
Yes.
There's puppet law out here. These puppets have their own law book. They believe in diamond watches and three-piece suits. They're out here flying as they want, going to Maldives left, right, and center. While we, the public, but we, the Gen Zs, are out here hoping that these puppets will come through for us. These puppets are here laughing all the way to the freaking bank.
Yes.
These puppets have their own freaking law book. That's a nice little poem. He is a British citizen with British passport.
Yeah.
And the British is doing nothing about it because the Nigerian government is their lapdog.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've always wondered, if you had the power thing, if you were in charge of this country that is rich in cobalt, that is rich in diamonds,
Yeah.
that is rich in gold, you owned it, you were in control, you were the colonizer. Why the hell on earth would you one day decide in the 1960s to say, we're going to give all this up, take it. We don't want control over all this wealth no more. Take it. You're
They
independent.
would just give it away for free.
You're independent.
No way.
So these colonizers had the rule and power over these people and over that particular land. And then in 1960, they decided to say, enough with power.
We are done.
Yeah, take it.
It's enough, huh? We don't want the headache anymore.
You're in charge of gold and diamond and cobalt and lithium and coltan and everything.
For the world.
Yes, you are. Take it.
Oh.
We're done with power. For free, no condition, no terms and conditions attached. Nothing, no colonial pacts, no agreements, nothing. Take it. You're independent. Sing your own national anthem. Take it. What on earth would prompt someone who owns things or someone who is in control to do that? If you start to think along those lines, that's when you start to say, "This look, there's a game here, there's a system here, there's the matrix."
They would have, no, man, of course, those colonial pacts were signed and sealed. No discussion was made.
Yes. Regional conditions in West Africa impact on Nigeria. The current regional conditions in West Africa have significant implications for Nigeria. Political instability. Several Western African countries, including Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea, have experienced political instability in coups in recent years, including that Niger. This has created a volatile regional environment, impacting economic and security conditions in Nigeria. So it affected them too also. Economic integration. Nigeria is a key member of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and regional economic policies and agreements affected economy.
Yeah.
That ECOWAS, that bloody ass corrupt, what they call it, member state. They're so freaking corrupt, huh?
Yes.
And they don't mind being corrupt. They don't even mind. And they went to go and put the Godfather as the chair. That's what makes... Look.
They didn't put, he just took it.
These protests are against the policies that Tinubu did. And so that means that his governing ways or his way of governing, his methods are questionable. Right? They accuse him of corruption and bad governance. So if he's also the chair of the ECOWAS, it tells you that similar freaking traits.
ECOWAS is bad governance.
Similar freaking traits exist also in that ECOWAS.
Yes.
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 And that ECOWAS is filled with different countries.
And it's spreading.
Yes.
The bad governance is just taking different places.
The godfather of corruption is the chair in ECOWAS.
Yes.
where there's 13 members or something now, or 12 members. I don't know, there used to be 14 or 15. With the exception of these 3 heroes, now there's maybe I don't know how many, so 12 or something like that.
Yeah,
But on the 1st of August, he's against the policies of Tinubu, who's the president of Nigeria, and he simultaneously sits as chair of ECOWAS, where there's freaking 15 or 12 countries.
Yeah.
That means these freaking policies or these conditions or his traits or the way he governs is a freaking big deal. So this protest, in a way, also extends to the freaking policies that ECOWAS is implementing. So in other words, it's only right and a great thing that these protests are now going to happen in Nigeria.
Because
Because you are going to grab the bull by the horn.
Yes. That's true.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes. So smart people will come out here and protest also on behalf of Ghana. Because Ghana belongs to ECOWAS. And ECOWAS is headed by Tinubu.
Yes. And Tinubu's people are getting ready to protest against bad governance.
Bad governance.
Yes.
Bad ways of chairing. He chairs ECOWAS. There's not 2 Tinubus. There's one Tinubu.
One Tinubu.
And this one Tinubu in Nigeria who these protests are being done against is the same Tinubu that chairs that ECOWAS. Yes.
Who's spreading the ways of how to not run a country properly. Yes.
So this is being done also on behalf of the ECOWAS members. And if you know that your country there in that West Africa is a part of ECOWAS,
you better start making some changes now.
you should be in support of these freaking protests that are coming up on the 1st of August 2024.
Yes.
Because it's against the person who chairs ECOWAS. Who, apparently, according to the Nigerian people, has bad governance.
Yes.
And they're saying, end bad governance.
Hashtag end bad governance. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. That's true, huh? Yes. Efforts towards greater economic integration are ongoing, but challenges remain. Security threats in the region, in that region of that West Africa.
Yeah.
The presence of militant groups, including Boko Haram and ISIS, affiliated groups, poses a significant security threat. Regional cooperation is crucial in combating these threats, but political instability in neighboring countries complicates these efforts. There's militant groups, huh? That Sahel region is no joke.
Yeah, there's a lot on that side there.
There's different militant groups there also.
Yes.
We need to clean that shit up.
I don't like the fact that there's militant groups.
You don't like the fact that there's militant groups.
I don't like it.
That's a very small statement. Like, you don't like it, huh? They are here saying
I know it's small, but it was just like a thing that
they
just
are
came
out
out.
here saying we don't care whether you like it or not. Who are
Yes.
you? We like money. You don't like this. We want to take power. You're saying so we must stop because you don't like it. You can only remove us through force. If you don't have force, if you don't have power, if you don't have cooperation amongst yourselves to deal with us, we will do the needful. We need to eat. Some people are out here saying those supposed governments or leaders that you people vote for don't do shit for your countries. We need to take it ourselves. We need to be the new governors here.
I saw that that Bazoum, he's still there. He's still being detained.
Mohammed Bazoum.
Yes. And he's...
You have to explain to them who's Mohammed Bazoum.
Mohammed Bazoum, he was the president that was ousted by, what is the group in Niger? By the militant group in Niger.
The coup leaders there.
The coup leaders there, yes. So him and his wife are currently still being detained in the presidential palace.
In a palace, man. You
Yes.
must relax.
Yes.
Hey, Mohammed Bazoum, you're in a palace. Boko Haram, I mean not Boko Haram. Mohammed Bazoum, you are in a palace in that Niger. Relax. Bongo, you're in a palace in that Gabon. Relax. We all know you people are living a lavish lifestyle. You are chilled.
Yeah.
They are not out here. They are not suffering wherever they are. Yes.
Yeah. So he's still there with his wife, and he's being brought food by the doctor. The doctor's visiting him every week, and the doctor's bringing him and his wife food. But he's also refusing to give power, to give away power. So the militant group, they sort of accepted the rule, but he still needs to resign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he does, according to certain nations, when Mohamed Bazoum, who used to be the leader of Niger, who has been ousted by the coup leaders, according to certain foreign countries, and especially France, who only chooses to recognize him as the true democratic elected leader of that Niger, according to them,
Yeah.
once there's that transition of power on paper, especially from him, only then would they feel the need or entertain any form of agreement or peaceful relation with
that.
Niger.
Yes.
With Niger.
Yeah.
That's their stance. We cannot come out here and start creating policies or agreement or partnerships, forge relationships with a coup leader. He took power illegally. We forcefully. We do not recognize them. We only recognize the truly elected president who's being held hostage by these coup leaders.
Yeah.
That's their stance. But the coup leaders are saying, whether you like it or not, we're signing a confederation, man. You're not here. Hey, what?
They are still carrying on.
You know that Boko Haram was a big deal. Do you still remember those 200 girls?
Yes, I do.
It's Boko Haram. Yeah, Boko
And
Haram.
he's still around. They are still around.
Boko Haram is a jihadist militant organization based in northeastern Nigeria. Northeastern Nigeria.
Yeah.
Boko Haram. It was founded in 2002 by Mohammed Yusuf with the goal of establishing an Islamic state and implementing Sharia law across Nigeria. The group gained international notoriety for its brutal tactics, including bombings, assassinations, and abductions by force.
But he is brutal, though. They are brutal.
Yeah. They are brutal. They are a militant group. They are labeled as terrorists. They don't play games, huh? Inception and early years. Boko Haram started as a religious study group in Maiduguri, Borno State. Mohammed Yusuf's teachings attracted many followers, particularly among disaffected youth. In 2009, a government crackdown on the group led to a violent uprising. Mohammed Yusuf was killed in police custody, and the group went underground, re-emerging as a more radical and violent organization under leadership of Abu Bakr Shakir. Boko Haram has been responsible for numerous attacks, including the 2011 bombing of the UN headquarters in Abuja.
Oh, yes, I remember.
And the abduction of over 200 schoolgirls from Chibok in 2014, when Michelle Obama was coming out here.
Yes.
Saying, those are beautiful girls. We cannot tolerate this. You have to let our girls go. Yeah, that's Boko Haram. The group has also carried out massacres in villages, suicide bombings, and attacks on militant and civilian targets. In 2016, a faction of Boko Haram aligned with the Islamic State ISIS.
Oof.
Yes, forming the Islamic State West Africa province. This group has focused more on attacking military targets and establishing control over territories. Despite efforts by the Nigerian government and international partners to combat Boko Haram, the group remains active and continues to pose a significant threat to security in the region. Military cooperation have had some success, but the underlying issues of poverty and unemployment and radicalization remain unaddressed.
So Boko Haram, they're serious.
Those are a militant group, man.
Yes.
Those ones, they don't play games. Those ones are terrorists. Those ones that do the wrong things to be recognized. They abduct, man. Hey, we are against any form of abduction. Because then those people are just going after innocent folks to armstrong certain people.
Yeah, people that haven't done anything wrong, and just it's not nice.
Yeah. Public sentiment and political landscape in Nigeria, the level of anger. I wanted to know, how do the Nigerian people feel?
Yeah.
Emotionally, how do they feel? You know, the level of anger and frustration among Nigerians is high. Many feel betrayed by successive governments that have failed to deliver on promises of economic growth, security, and improved living conditions. The removal of fuel subsidies, high unemployment rates, and rampant corruption have further fueled anger.
Yeah.
Yes, this is why these people are out here getting ready to protest like crazy. So, anyway, the rest of these.
The fuel subsidy, that's the biggest thing for them. Fuel subsidy, unemployment, and the food prices. Because those are the basic things that people need to survive. Yeah.
Nigeria's political landscape has been shaped by its colonial history and the struggle for independence. Colonial period. Nigeria was a British colony from the late 19th century until gaining independence in 1960. Fake independence, might I add. But to put it on paper here is independence.
Yes, like any other country in Africa.
Yes, for the fact that it all happened in 1960, first of all, is just a red flag.
Yes.
Why did all these freaking countries from different colonizers suddenly gain independence in that year?
Yeah, it's like
that means the colonizers sat together.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. They all got together and say, let's give them their fake freedom.
Yeah.
But we have to come up with some sort of paperwork that they must sign that must a lifelong agreement.
We have to guarantee that we are still in control of our interest in these particular nations.
Yes.
Yeah. Because who were these people for them to get independence in the freaking first place? These are people who couldn't defend themselves.
Yeah.
It's not like some people are out here thinking that these countries fought for their independence and they gained independence and then they overcome slavery and all this. And yeah, now they are independent. I won. How? They gave it to you. Stop talking crap. They decided to go the other way. They just gave it to you. They say, okay, enough with lashing people. Enough with these beatings. Enough with all this major bloodshed. From now on, there's something called independence for you guys. You can have a flag.
You can have an anthem.
But you can only use this money. This CFA.
Yeah.
Only hold your bank reserves in our country. In France, for example.
Yes.
For those Francophone nations. But you must sing and you must scream at the top of your lungs that you have independence. Okay?
And you guys celebrate it every year.
Every year, you guys will celebrate it. Every year, you guys will be proud of that particular day. Yeah. Basically, that 1960 said, okay, we're going back. You people will stay here, but we're still in control.
Yeah.
We've taught you how to read and write.
We still have a lifeline towards this place.
Yes, we've created infrastructures. We've brought the doctor's gown, and we've brought you a tie.
We brought you some culture.
Yeah. This is a tie. When you come and meet us up there, you must wear a tie. You understand? And yeah, you have independence. It's called independence. It means like you can do things by yourself, but not really. But not really.
Yes.
But not really. You guys can govern your own people. You can rule in your place. But when we talk to you, you listen.
Yeah.
You guys will just be put here to control the people. We don't have time to be flying in and out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we'll never hold these summits here. You guys, some of you guys will be called to come to the summits.
Yes.
Yes, that's it. Independence in 1960. During this period, the British implemented policies, political landscape of Nigeria since colonization. From that 1800s, Nigeria was under British rule from the late 19th century until independence in 1960. These colonial pacts were marked by the following key events policies. Amalgamation in 1914. The British amalgamated the northern and southern protectorates and the colony of Lagos into a single entity known as Nigeria. This decision was driven by the administration convenience and economic interests, with a little consideration for the ethnic and cultural diversity of the regions. With little.
Very little.
I don't give a crap about the differences that you people see in yourselves. We are saying now, this is it. That's why there's major divisions there.
This is the way it's going to be.
They literally put it here. With little consideration for the ethnic and cultural diversity of the region.
We don't care.
Yeah. Indirect rule. The British implemented a system of indirect rule, particularly in the north, where they governed through local traditional leaders. This system reinforced existing power structure and often led to tensions between different ethnic and religious groups. Economic exploitation from the British to that Nigeria. The colonial economy was designed to attract resources for the benefit of the British Empire. Cash crops such as cocoa, groundnuts, and palm oil were cultivated for export, while infrastructure development was focused on facilitating this trade rather than improving the lives of Nigerians. We will only build things to facilitate the export of certain fucking resources here. Yes, you must bring it to Britain.
Yes.
Yes, that's the only reason why we're building certain infrastructures and certain systems here, to facilitate that which we will eat from. Not for the good and well-being of you Nigerians. Are you out of your freaking mind? But you have independence. Understand?
Fake independence.
Yes. Oh my God. There's too many, huh? There's too many. I believe we need to find a way to really go through all of this.
Yes. Zanele, thank you very much for your comment. Welcome. Been listening to you a while now, and I have learned something interesting things about Eastern Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Zanele. Appreciate you so much. East Africa.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Man.
Thank you so much.
East Africa. Where in East Africa?
Where are you from?
I think she's probably Zanele.
Zanele sounds South African.
Yeah, they also have that Zanele name is popular in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Nigeria gained independence on October 1st. The early post-colonial period was characterized by significant political upheaval. Whatever. First Republic, 1963 to 1966. Nigeria became a republic in 1963 with Nnamdi Azikiwe as the first president and Abubakar Tafawa Balewa as prime minister. However, the first republic was marred by ethnic tensions, political corruption, and regional rivalries. Military coups and civil war 1966 to 1970. A military coup in January 1966 overthrew the First Republic. This was followed by a counter-coup in July 1960, leading to increased ethnic tensions and eventually the Nigerian Civil War. You know? Biafran War. It's called the Biafran War. From 1967 to 1970, 3 years, huh? There was a civil war there. The war resulted in significant loss of life and economic devastation.
Oh, yeah. This is the Biafra part of it, yeah.
Particularly in the southeast, the Biafra.
Yes.
Of
Israel.
the one Israel was talking about.
Yes, yes.
Is that where he's from?
I can't remember.
I think he said my town.
Yeah, my people. Yeah, I think he said my people, yeah.
Biafra. We still have to talk about that Biafra. Gowan's mean. There was also another Gowan's regime, 1970 1975. After the Civil War, General Yakubu Gowon led Nigeria through a period of reconstruction and economic growth fueled by oil revenue. They are rich in crude oil, that Nigeria. However, his regime was also marked by corruption and inefficiency.
Corruption. This corruption is so popular in Africa. It's disgusting.
Further republic and further military rule from that 1979 to 1999. 20 years. Nigeria's political landscape continued to be unstable with alternating periods of civilian and military rule. Yeah, military rule is when the coup leaders, when the military is in power. Just like that, Egypt also has been filled with military rule. Just like that Mauritania,
Yeah, yes,
full of military
Very
rule.
militant.
Left, right, and center. They just want money. And some of these military rule people who take over, they take over from a civilian rule because they were unsatisfied. Because the leaders in this civilian rule government, they don't pay nicely. They eat alone. They eat alone.
The pay is not nice.
Just like now, you can be a democratically elected president in Niger, and you mess around and you make sure that these soldiers or these generals are not eating. You're eating alone with the West, with France and Macron. You're sending all the uranium out of Niger and into France, and all the benefits Mohamed Bazoum, you're eating alone. So that's why these generals will get mad and say, wait a minute, you'd like to eat alone. You eat all the meat and you throw us the bones. No, you must leave, you must go.
Yes.
By force.
Yes.
Only by force. We've been talking to you for a long time. You don't want to listen. We don't want to choose a life where we have to deal with the West.
Yeah.
We don't want to choose a life where we have to deal with the threats from France. We've been telling you for a long time, but you don't listen. From now on, we're going to put our lives on the line and take this by force. We're sick and tired of this crap. Yeah, it's a dangerous game to take a coup, huh? Because just look at what happens when it's a failed coup. Look at those boys in DRC Congo.
Yeah.
They had to face the law, the full extent of the law. Second Republic from 1979 to 1983. The Second Republic was established with Al-Haji Shuhu Shagari as president. However, widespread corruption and economy mismanagement led to military coup in 1983.
My goodness.
Military rule from 1983 to 1999. The military ruled Nigeria for much of this period, with leaders such as Muhammadu Buhari, Ibrahim Babangida, and Sani Abacha. This era was marked by human rights abuses, economic mismanagement, and political repressions. Notable events include the annulment of the 1993 presidential election, which was widely believed to have been won by MKO Obiora, and the subsequent political crisis. Fourth Republic, 1999 till present. Nigeria returned to civilian rule in 1999. In 1999.
Yeah.
With the establishment of the Fourth Republic. The Fourth Republic, huh? Anyway, this long name here. Olusegun Obasanjo. Oh yeah, Obasanjo. I remember Obasanjo. 1999 to 2007. Former military leader was elected president. His administration focused on economic reforms, debt relief, and anti-corruption measures. However, his tenure was also criticized for political interference and attempts to extend his presidency beyond constitutional limits.
Jeez.
He tried the same thing that Museveni has been doing for 38 years.
Yes.
He wanted to extend his rule.
He tried to change things.
Like Paul Kagame in Rwanda,
Yeah.
who changed his constitution in 2015 that would allow him to continue on with more terms.
Yes.
You understand, huh? That Obasanjo also tried it. Amaru Musa Yar Adufa, 2007-2010. Presidency was marked by health challenges and limited progress on key reforms. His administration initiated the Niger Delta Amnesty Program to address militancy in the oil-rich region. Good luck, Jonathan. Jonathan's administration focused on infrastructure development and economic diversification. However, it was also criticized for widespread corruption and security challenges.
Corruption.
Politically, the rise of Boko Haram between the 2010-2015. That's when that rise of Boko Haram. Mohamed Buhari. You see, Buhari. This was the one before Tinubu. From 2015 to 2023, Buhari, a former military ruler, was elected on the platform for anti-corruption and security. His administration faced significant challenges, including economic recessions, insurgency in the northeast, and former Hader conflicts. Now we have the current puppet who will face the music on the 1st of August 2024. Bola Tinubu, 2023. Is new.
Yeah.
2023 to present. Tinubu's administration has focused on economic reforms, including the removal of fuel subsidies and efforts to attract foreign investment. However, has been marked by economic hardships, public discontent, and ongoing security challenges. The rest is just talks about constitution.
The constitution that he's not using to benefit the country.
The political landscape of Nigeria has been shaped by its colonial history, periods of military rule, and the challenges of building a stable and democratic society. The upcoming protests on August 1st, 2024 reflect deep-seated economic and social issues, as well as growing demand for accountability and better governance. Understanding the historical context and current challenges is crucial for comprehending the dynamics of these protests and the broader political situation in Nigeria. So it's based on things that have been happening since freaking independence.
Yeah.
Corruption, instability, civilian rule, military rule.
Yeah.
The people are still suffering since the beginning of this freaking independence in 1960, that fake ass independence. Yes, it's just puppets in, puppets out.
Yes.
Puppets in, puppets out.
And these puppets are coming in are just being taught from the puppets going out about how the corruption is working in the country. So it never stops. Yeah, you have to create an anti-corruption campaign, but that in that anti-corruption is where the corruption is happening.
They come out here and they run under that banner of anti-corruption.
Yes.
And then they become the biggest thieves.
That is like the signal when they start anti-corruption campaigns. That is the one who's doing the most corruption.
We need a puppet to come out here and to say, look, I'm going to try my best. I really am going to try my best.
Not to be corrupt.
Not to steal. Because I don't know what awaits me in that seat.
Yes.
I cannot promise to you guys that I'll deliver this, I'll deliver that. I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't want to sound like all these puppets before me since Independence Day.
Yes.
But I will do my best to make sure that I deliver. I'm already rich. I have a lot of money. We don't need poor puppets to get in power. Because the poorer they are, the more corrupt the system will be.
Yes.
Because they first want to satisfy themselves and their bellies, their own families, their own generations.
Yeah.
We need a puppet that has money.
The one who's not so tempted.
Yes, the one who's not so tempted to come out here and steal and eat first. You understand, huh? That's what we need. Some of these puppets are desperate. And the moment they get in power, they want to do things. Most puppets that run for office in Africa give empty promises because they don't know really the pacts and the agreements and the dealings that are still in place, the agreements that the colonizers have put in place to make sure that their interests are protected for life.
Yeah, it's like after the inauguration, they just change because then they've been given all the paperwork.
You know, we need puppets that come out here and when they campaign, they're telling us the truth of these agreements from past colonizers.
Yeah.
That say, look, these were the agreements with the colonizers.
This is what we're going to change.
We're going to fight to change this.
Yes.
And we need these puppets to come out here and quote and acknowledge what people like Ibrahim Traore and these other three countries are doing.
Yes, make those things public.
Yes. Don't be out here to say I'll fight anti-corruption, I'll improve the economy. It's the same old freaking song that you people run under. The same banner. It hasn't worked.
These Gen Z protests is a testament to things that things need to change. And these puppets need to realize that people are not standing for it anymore.
When you take a drone and you go up above any freaking city in Africa, all you see is just freaking messed up infrastructure, left, right, and center. It looks terrible.
Yes.
Especially in that Uganda, north of Uganda. Most countries, man. South Africa, keep quiet. Don't come and talk out here. There's some clueless, some irresponsible South Africans that come out here and say, you people just want to flock here because we have this, we have this, we have this. Fake ass. Also over there, they're not in control of that land or those highways.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a lot that needs to change in Africa. We just hope. Okay, the most important thing about these particular protests here is that we hope that there isn't going to be not a lot. There would be zero casualties.
There'll be zero casualties.
Hopefully, huh?
Yes.
There's already certain activists, certain Nigerians, certain influencers that come out here and that say, hey, if you police take one life, if one, you'll fuel this thing.
Yeah, it's true.
They're saying we don't want to be violent. The Nigerians are out here also sending their warning also to law enforcement. We don't want any police brutality here. Because if we hear about casualties, police brutality, any of that crap, this thing will grow. You better take care of you also.
Yeah. Just don't do anything stupid, basically. No.
Yeah.
Take care of your emotions, police departments.
They don't know that when they come out here and they threaten like this, they're actually fueling them.
Yeah. That's true.
You get some hard-headed Nigerians, huh? Who get out here and say, what did you say? You see this one? Yeah, look, they pick you up now. Some of them just are out here to just say, I'll beat that police guy. If that I know him, he'll be dispatched in that area. That's where I'll go.
Yeah.
If he plays games, I'll beat him. There's some civilian people who also believe that I can take him on. I can take that one on. What is that? You're just wearing uniform. I'll take this one on.
Don't worry about that one, man.
Like some of these police people or army people, even in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
You look at him and you say, this is an old man. Daddy, you're not going to do anything.
But he's in the army uniform.
He's wearing army uniform and he's old. When last did you exercise? Some of these army people, you have never gone to war. What do you know? I can take you on now. What you telling me to stand up straight for?
You stand up straight first.
Hey, I stand here, I'm protesting. I have the right to protest. What are you telling me? You just say, move. Move what? I'm here to protest. That's how it starts.
I'm peaceful.
That's how it starts. It's arguments, it's egos.
Yeah.
Some of these Gen Zs come out here and they are big and tall and strong. It's a new generation. It's the military age man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still physical. He's got the body of an athlete.
Still upright.
He can take you on. You're a veteran now. You have to be careful. You don't know that you lost your knees when you were younger. Those aren't knees there. That Gen Z will just give you one. Boah. Anyway. Zanele is from the Caribbean, living in NYC, been to South Africa twice.
Nice.
Zanele, nice name, beautiful name.
I really like that name.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody. We appreciate you guys so much. It's been a ball. It's always a ball to sit out here and just conversate. We hope that these protests on the 1st of August won't be bloody.
I hope it's not. Just Nigerians, giants, be safe, stay calm.
Yes.
And get your voice out there. Yes, we are for getting your voices heard because what Tinubu is doing is bad governance. It's not right. But just be safe. Please.
Because the protests that happened in 2020 in October in Nigeria, those end SARS protests were very bloody. Huh? The end SARS protests were a series of mass demonstrations across Nigeria that began in October 2020. The protest was primarily against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad.
Yeah.
A unit of the Nigerian police force accused of widespread human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings, torture, and extortions. The movement gained momentum due to long-standing grievances about police brutality, corruption, and poor governance in Nigeria. Protests against SARS began in early October, sparked by a viral video showing SARS officers allegedly unaliving a young man in Delta State. The hashtag #EndSARS trended on social media, drawing international attention and support from celebrities and activists worldwide.
Wow.
October 8, 2020, the protests escalated as thousands of Nigerians took to the streets in major cities including Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Protesters demanded the disbandment of SARS, justice for victims of police brutality, and broader police reforms. October 11th, 2020, the Nigerian government announced the dissolution of SARS. but protesters remained skeptical, as similar promises had been made in the past without meaningful action. Protests continued with demonstrators calling for concrete reforms and accountability.
Yeah.
So they called for SARS to end, and the government came out here and said, okay, fine, we're dismantling it.
Yeah.
Understand? We will.
It's so crazy because they even did all of that brutality, and that was the year of COVID, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
They don't care. Coming out there. Even that Black Lives Matter was also 2020.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also true.
Yes. October 2020. Lekki Toll Gate Massacre. It was a massacre, huh? The protest reached a tragic climax on October 2020, with the Nigerian army allegedly opened fire on peaceful protesters at the Lekki Toll Gate in Lagos. Reports indicated that the lights at the toll gate were turned off and the CCTV cameras were removed shortly before the shooting began.
Wow.
Amnesty International and other human rights organizations reported that at least 12 people were unalived, although the exact number of casualties remains disputed. The Lekki Toll Gate massacre drew widespread condemnation both domestically and internationally. The Nigerian government initially denied any fatalities, but subsequently investigations and testimonies revealed the extent of the violence. The incident intensified public outrage and led to further protests and unrest. The exact number of casualties from the SARS protests, particularly the Lake Tollgate massacre, remains unclear due to conflicting reports. However, estimates from various sources suggest the following. Lekki Tollgate massacre, at least 12 confirmed unalived, with dozens more injured. Amnesty International reported receiving credible evidence of multiple fatalities.
No.
Overall protest casualties, Human Rights Watch and other organizations estimate that dozens of protesters were unalived nationwide, with hundreds injured during the course of the demonstration. The Nigerian police and military were implicated in many of these incidents. This is the SARS, huh?
Yeah.
This is the SARS. We almost there. This one just came up. I left it there. Government response and reforms due to the end SARS protest in 2020, October. In response to the protest, the Nigerian government announced several measures. The dissolution of SARS on October 11, 2020. The government officially dismantled SARS and promised to redeploy its officers to other units. However, many Nigerians viewed this as insufficient and demanded more comprehensive reforms. Creation of SWAT.
SWAT.
The government announced the formation of a new Special Weapons and Tactics SWAT unit to replace SARS. This move was met with skepticism
But that's even worse.
and criticism, as many believed it was merely a rebranding exercise without addressing the root causes of police misconduct.
It's just changing the name.
They just changed the name. And I remember a lot of Nigerians came out and say, hey, it's still the same freaking people from SARS, man. You want to fool us into saying this is not SWAT? It's almost like the same thing that Ruto did with his cabinet. Okay, I will dissolve the cabinet. And then 2 weeks later, he reappoints the same cabinet members in different positions.
Yes.
The same thing this freaking government in Nigeria did in that 2020 when it comes to SARS.
Yes.
I mean, dismantle SARS and then SWAT. Same freaking members trying to fool the public. But the Gen Zs are way too smart. They know that the government did this back then. They'll be looking out for this. So you puppets, before you come out and make your press conferences and give us different reforms, think twice. Know that you are not dealing with stupid Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Broader implications. The End SARS protest had significant social and political implications. The protest marked a resurgence of youth activism in Nigeria, with young people leveraging social media to organize, raise awareness, and mobilize support. This movement demonstrated the power of digital activism in challenging entrenched power structures. International attention. The protest drew international attention with global solidarity from the Nigerian diaspora. celebrities, and human rights organizations. This spotlight pressured the Nigerian government to address the issues raised by the protesters. While the immediate impact of the protesters and police reforms were limited, the movement catalyzed broader discussions about governance, accountability, and the need for systemic change in Nigeria. The demand for better governance and to end corruption remains a central theme in Nigerian politics. The End SARS protests were a pivotal movement in Nigeria's recent history, highlighting the deep-seated issues of police brutality, corruption, and governance failures. The tragic events at the Lekki toll gate and the broader movement underscored the urgent need for comprehensive reforms and greater accountability. While the immediate outcomes were missed, the protest galvanized a new generation of activists and set the stage for ongoing efforts to address Nigeria's challenges. That was SARS.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2020. Yeah. Did they learn anything, this government? Let's see.
Nothing.
Let's see.
Nothing.
But the 1st of August 2020 is like 2 or 3 more days still.
Yeah,
something.
today is the 28th.
29th.
So it's on
28th, Sunday the 28th, right?
Thursday. Yes.
It's on Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday.
We pray that there will be no casualties.
Amen. They will not be.
There will not be. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you guys so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do your thing. Israel, if you're still here, my man, much love to you. Appreciate you. Zanele, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back soon.
Thank you very much, guys.
We'll be back soon.
Thank you. Have a good night. God
Have
bless.
a good night. God bless.